through. Just let your soul, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine through. Just let your soul go. So glow.
That means that we punched our ticket to go try to win the Super Bowl, and that's it. We got one game at a time, starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Love y'all, boys. Love you. I'll go to war with every single one of you, every game, all right? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Win.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have me douse, not what I'm about, have your fucking cloud. It be raining now, I keep making sound, go another round, bitch I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Monday Night Uncensored Bills Mafia Edition. I'm your host, Tommy, to the high degree to the DOP from the 313, and by my side is my main man, my toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex Man, Mr. Mikey. Happy Victory Monday to you, and happy Victory Monday to all of Bills Mafia who's rocking with us tonight. Woo! Feels good. 2 weeks in a row. Victory Monday.
Not only that, but I picked against the Bills, and I've never felt so good to be wrong in my life. Never felt so ever.
Disappointed. Josh
Right.
Disappointed in you.
Listen, I'm consistent. Say what you want. I'm consistent. I called it at the beginning of the year. I wasn't going to change it. And I'll be honest, that's probably the best Bills defense I've seen in a few years.
No, they played their asses off last night for sure. Let's get to some comments real quick, and then we'll get back to that. Jeff Lombardo, let's go Bills, let's do it. Great BDA present. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, happy birthday to you, brother.
Birthday.
What up, Tommy? Josh and shout out Tommy. Yeah, that's right. Shout out Tommy. Shout out Mikey. Appreciate you guys rocking with us.
Tommy. That Mike
That's
doesn't
right.
know what he's talking about. Just read the comments.
Right. Shout out Tommy.
Just read the comments.
Yeah.
I will say, I listened to a lot of different perspectives on this game.
Mm-hmm.
There was 2 camps on the Chiefs side that I heard from today. I mean, we have our Chiefs folks that come in who are like actual football fans and read it and are pretty, humble about how things go. But I heard either one side was, oh my God, the refs robbed us.
Oh no. Did they really go that route?
Oh God. It was so bad.
Okay.
It was so bad. And then the other side was, it's the regular season. It doesn't matter. Beat us in the playoffs.
That one I heard more than anything. I also heard another narrative there. They weren't really. It was just they weren't trying their best.
They never try their best. No, how about they just have really good coaches and they do game plan adjustments in the postseason? Right. To tell me that you go into a regular season game against a really good team and you don't try hard is the laziest thing. Like when you don't try in the NFL is when you get hurt.
Yeah, and I don't buy it. Like the only time I'll buy that is like week 18 when
you don't play
clinched
anybody
or something. That's what I'm saying. Like this is the only time I'll buy like a team's not really caring if they win or lose is if they already clinched the division. They're not trying to get any injuries, so they're not playing for anything really.
Yeah,
I get that. That's fine, but guys, that's usually week 18, and that's usually a meaningless game. This was a meaningful game, and I'm going to tell you guys, I said it on the post game. I think this game was more meaningful for the Chiefs than the Bills. I mean, don't get me wrong. Of course, a win is meaningful. But if we're going to talk about like both teams and where they're at right now and their divisions, boy, oh boy, like Kansas City is just kind of digging themselves deeper and deeper in that hole. Now, look, they're still the Chiefs. They still can bounce back, and they might. Yeah, they're the Chiefs. I wouldn't count it against them. I can't bet against the Chiefs but that game there, trust me when I tell you guys, they needed that. They wanted that win. They needed that win, kind of. And yeah, they were trying. Absolutely, they were trying. And look, man, the better team won that night. And of course, we're gonna hear the playoff thing, blah blah blah. I get that. Like, I'm not defending that. I can't debate anyone if they want to come at me with, hey, the Chiefs got your number in the playoffs. They do. Absolutely. But we're not talking about the playoffs. We're talking about week 9, and we're talking about the now. We'll worry about that when we get there. You know what I mean? But right now, we beat a very good team who absolutely tried, and they lost. I mean, that's just how the NFL works. So you can't take that away from Bills Mafia, and you can't take that away, obviously, from the Buffalo Bills players. They busted their ass out there. They got the dub.
Yep, I'm with you on that. Do I sound funny to you?
Nope.
Something says I sound a little funny. My nose is all stuffed up.
You always sound kind of funny, to be honest, but it's what it is.
It is what it is. It's just who I am. It's my quirk as a person. It's what makes me special.
Funny sounding, funny looking. You know how that all goes.
It's just funny all the way around. It happens. At the end of the day, I'll kick my coverage.
Oh my God.
So it's good.
We've been called worse.
Yeah. Otherwise,
God.
I have no idea. I was having technical difficulties coming in, but it wasn't a microphone issue. It was more of a camera issue. But I could see it being linked. That doesn't surprise me.
Maybe. You sound fine, but you know how that is on the other end. We don't hear sometimes what YouTube hears. So sorry. We'll get through it. He sounds good on my end, but if it's really bad, obviously let us know. But sounds fine on my end.
Yeah. So are you watching this game tonight?
I am. So, I mean, as best as I can. I'm not totally dialed in, but Arizona had the Arizona's looking really good. I mean, if it wasn't for that block punt from Dallas, they would really be way ahead. But I don't think Campbell, watching Campbell pregame, he was hyping up the defense. I just don't see him. I don't think he's going to be on the move. I think he's going to be there for one of those things. I don't know. I could be wrong. But Calais Campbell, I think he's there to stay.
I think he's there to stay. I think a lot of guys are going to, the trade deadline's going to come and go, and there's not going to be a ton of moves. What do you think about Philly, though?
There's already been moves, though, Michael.
What about Philly?
Mikey. Yeah.
Still making trades.
Dude.
How do they have money?
I don't know. They got the world's best GM, apparently. I have no idea. But that team's already made, I think, 6 trades this season or something like that. Yeah, this year alone. It's wild. And yeah, you're right. I have no idea how they have the cap or how they work the cap, but obviously it can be done. Whatever they're doing something right in order to do what they're doing. But
there's not going to exist as a franchise. In 2 years, they're going to have zero money and they're not going to be able to exist as a franchise and not function. One of the two is going to happen.
Yeah, but who cares if you're a Philly fan? Once again, I go back to what I say. I could care less if we get a Super Bowl, and I'm saying I'm speaking of Bills Mafia out there who's watched this team, especially those who've watched this team for many, many, many years, right? They just want a Super Bowl. I don't think anything matters after that. They could care less if we bottom out I'll be honest. I really want it. I mean, it would suck in a way, of course, but at least I could, know that, when I pass away or that when that time comes, I know my team finally won a Super Bowl. It's just going to suck when I get older and if this team never accomplishes that. So I don't care. I just want to. I don't care, Mikey. I just want to just get one.
They still have $10 million in cap space,
which is a lot. considering what they've done. But they also got a lot of rookies on their some of their big time players are through the draft. They probably haven't. Now, when they have to get around to that, though, is the question of how are they going to get those contracts done? That'll be the question.
That,
you know what I was
like,
thinking?
Saquon's $6 million this year. Zach Braun's $4 million. Like, their first year of the extensions, their money hasn't hit yet.
Correct. So they're gonna feel it. They will feel it eventually, but they're not in that mindset now. They're in the mindset of saying, "Fuck it, let's just get as many rings as we can. We'll worry about that down the line." Which I'm fine. We're year 9 in our thing with this McBean era. There's going to be a point where they're going to have to probably say to themselves, "We need to just kind of go all in and say fuck the cap and just take the risk and hopefully it works out." I mean, at the end of the day, hopefully it pans out. But I was thinking today, I know Josh Allen got the big contract, but Tom Brady for years took a lot less, and he took pay cuts to bring in players. Do you think Allen would be willing to work with Bean if Bean was like, "Hey, I need you to we need to do something with the contract to kind of to get some players in here. We need some help. This could possibly get us to where we need to be." Or is Allen, you think, saying, "Fuck that. No, I'm sticking to what I'm."
Because he didn't take every penny he could have got from this last contract.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
No,
but do you think he still would figure something out to help the team? I think he would.
Yeah.
I mean, he got paid a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm not, the thing with, like when I think about Brady doing that, Brady, I know you don't like him and everything, but he understood that when it's all said and done, when he retires from football, he's going to be a multimillionaire. Plus, he's going to have things waiting for him, right? Which obviously he did, right? He got big deals when he retired. And Josh could potentially, and probably will, get big deals when it's all said and done outside of football. So you got to also think about that too. Like, what's important to you right now when you're in football? And maybe he does eventually decide to take a little pay cut to get players in there. I'm just saying, if no Super Bowl happens and he's getting up there, like maybe he does decide to do that. But I was just thinking about that today, like about how Tom Brady did over New England. He did that for years, Mikey. But he's a multimillionaire. Look at him now. He's not suffering. Like, it's not like those pay cuts hurt his, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hurt his
well, not only
pocket.
that, but at that time, his wife was,
A multi.
made more than he did. You know what I
Correct.
mean?
At one time, right?
Yeah, well, at the time.
About now.
At the time, his wife made more than he did.
Right.
But
Modeling of all things.
Josh also has a ton of off-field, adventures he's got going on. He has his own production company now, and he has the thing with his family on the farm, and he has all the different
and
endorsements.
He's married to a lady with money.
Yeah,
right? She's getting there. So.
A Hollywood, actress,
right.
/ singer, who does well for herself as well, and is only getting bigger. If it came down to it, I think Josh would. He'll do whatever. He seems to be team first guy, anyways.
Correct. I was just thinking about that today because it hasn't come up yet, and I don't think he's done it yet. Throughout this is his second contract, I believe, that they've done. There's extension, so I'm just curious if that conversation.
They've restructured it.
Restructured, but I'm talking about a cut. I'm talking about an actual cut. Like, very curious if Bean ever does, because we seem like we're always in this cap nightmare for many seasons now. Like, we just cannot seem to break free from it. And I just curious
a lot of that
what it's going to take.
Because of dumb moves.
Vaughn. Yeah. And Vaughn.
Vaughn and dumb moves. And then we had to cut guys, we went for it with certain guys and they didn't pan out. We had to cut them and we have dead cap.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah. But that's the way it works. I mean, throughout the NFL, but unfortunately, it is what it is. But I was just thinking about that today. So there was some news today, Mikey. Tehran restructured, freeing up some cap space. Not a lot, but 1.5. It's still something.
1.7.
1.7. I'm sorry, 1.7. So clearly, there's something in place. I believe you don't do that unless they're in negotiations and it's getting pretty close. That's my thing, and I could be totally wrong. They could just be doing it just to have it available when the time comes. But a lot of the time when they do that, there's something going on there. That means there's some kind of negotiations, and they're just trying to, see how, like, what players they can restructure now to make it work to send it into the office, to squeeze it into the cap, because you got to be, I think, a certain amount. You can't just make a trade without that. So yeah, go ahead,
I think part of it is that. Part of it is we only have 1.4 right now. And with all the injuries that we've had recently, like every time we call someone up, it dips into that cap. And
Absolutely.
then we don't do that. So it could be operating budget. It could be, that they're going to go get someone who only has a $1.7 million base salary this year, like a Judy or a D tackle or something that's not super expensive that's all they need.
Yeah. But there is teams like the Dolphins who made a trade today that ate some of the contract. Just a heads up on that. So sometimes when teams are just wanting to get away from a player, they are sometimes, believe it or not, willing to eat some of the contract, or sometimes most of it, to make the deal work. So that's what I keep saying about, I want to get too caught up about the cap, because there's always a way. Meaning if the two GMs work something together.
Yeah, it's whatever the base is, because the base is what will get transferred to us. All the bonus money that they'll keep. Now, what usually happens is if you're going for a higher bonus guy, you know what I mean? The more money that they eat, the higher the draft pick they get, normally.
Correct. No, who cares at this point? Fuck them draft picks, right? And also, too, there's not only that, they can also extend the player and push his money down the road as well, and make that work. So there's ways around it all, pretty much. It's just, what are you willing to do? I mean, you know what I mean? So what are you comfortable with doing? And that's the $1 million question, right? That's what it comes down to being. Like, what is he? One, he loves his draft picks, so what is he willing to part ways with, right? That's we all know that, right? Is he really willing to get rid of a first for a big time player? I mean, he seems so stingy. I don't know if he is, but though he has, though. So that's the thing where I'm like on the fence, because he did do it for Diggs. Like, he has given a first away for a player. We can't really say he's never done it when he's done it. So he has made a splash trade. It was one, but he did do it, and it made it work. He also signed Diggs right away after the trade. So he got him here, locked him in. But at the same time, we all know he loves his draft picks. That's one. Two, the cap, obviously. Like, how many more players does he want to push down the road and restructure and extend early? And there's a lot to it. So it's really about just him and what he's willing to do and take a gamble on, because it could be a gamble. You could make a trade, and God, I mean,
it's Kelvin Benjamin.
Knock on wood, but a player can come here and get hurt. I mean,
or the Kelvin Benjamin all over.
Or again. Exactly, and it just doesn't work.
Or Nyheim Hines.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, anything bad.
Although Hines
always
have the
Hines was but Hines wasn't. I think Kelvin was his first swing when he got here for a player that had some decent track history with the Panthers, as far as he had some decent years for them, and that clearly got hit him back in the face. That did not work. Obviously, the Diggs worked out. No matter what we say, it's worked out. He put up great numbers here, and then obviously at the end, it helped. Yeah, it helped in a lot of ways, right? We got the AFC Championship the very first year, so we can't say that it didn't work. Like, it worked well until it didn't. He gave us a good 4 years, and that was a wrap. Outside of that, though, I felt like all his trades haven't really been like terrible, except for the Kelvin Benjamin one. If you think about it, I mean, Rasul Douglas worked out, right? Not a big deal. Amari Cooper, say what you want, but it wasn't like a terrible. We didn't pay him a lot of money. He was fine. He boosted our offense. Would have helped a little bit that year. And then the other bullshit trades that he did wasn't really a big deal. It's not like we gave a lot.
They were late round. Yeah, it didn't really matter. Like, the Douglas one was a third. The Cooper one was a third. So like those ones, those are day two picks. So those actually have a little more. All the other ones I don't really care about. Like at this point, we end up cutting or putting on the practice squad most of our 6th and 7th rounders anyways. Like one or two of them will make the squad because that's just what happens with us, But we have so many of those picks that we end up not being able to keep them all anyways, and they go play for other teams.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like like I said, the only trade, it's kind of funny, but the only trade we did that actually lasted was the Stephon Diggs. The Benjamin, he was here, I think, 2 seasons. Am I correct on that? 2. He was here with Tyrod, right? We got him in 2017, I believe. And he was here with Josh's rookie year. And then I think we parted ways with him right after, correct? If midway through that season. And boy,
he was not good with Josh at all.
He was cocky too. Remember, he was boasting about being the one, and he just wasn't acting like that. He gained weight. Like there was a lot of problems when it's what? It's unfortunate with him. I'll be honest with you. He wasn't terrible. Like when he played for Carolina, he was okay. I'm not saying he was like
Carolina. Yeah, he was terrible in Buffalo though.
But in Buffalo, he just came here and just like, I don't know if he just went to the wings shops over there and just ate and just didn't care.
He was, they used to say he's a biscuit away from being a tight end.
Yeah. And he actually tried to be a tight end at one point. So that goes to show you. That did not work out. But that was early on. I'm not hating on Bean for that one. He swung, he missed. It's all good. It was so early anyways in Josh's development, 2018. I'm not mad at that. But look, man, Mikey, I'm still sticking with what I've been saying. There's going to be a trade, and I really truly believe there'll be a trade in some kind of free agent signing or possibly 2 trades. And I do think there will be one impactful trade. So I'm going to stick with what I said. I know you're sticking with what you said, but I just have a gut feeling that there will be a move made and it will be a significant one.
Well, we'll know by this time tomorrow night. That's for sure.
Yeah, by 4:00.
Yeah.
Not even by this time tonight. It'll be by 4. Put it this way.
1 p.m. tomorrow during my lunch.
Yep. Yeah, during your lunch, and I'll be napping. I hope to
Yep.
God I wake up to some text from you going, oh my God, we did it. And don't text me if we didn't do shit.
I'm texting you saying, I told you. I told you
Leave
so.
me the fuck alone.
I'm giving you I told you so.
We go out and get some garbage ass guy.
You know what it is tomorrow morning? I'm going to start texting you right away with, the guy with the stick poking, waiting for Bean to do something.
I know. Wait, yeah. You know what, though? It's funny. That's always how it is, though, with him. If he's going to do it, it'll be at 3:59 with 30 seconds left. Or late. You're right. When we wake up. Or when we wake up. Yeah, so late. Right when we get off, I'll have to go right back live or something.
Yeah, it'll be late night Bean strikes again. Right. It's usually either late night or right at the deadline.
Right at the 10 seconds before 4:00 hits.
Because Amari, Amari was early, but Rasul was like at the last minute.
Dude. I didn't think anything was gonna get done, remember?
Yeah, and
we were like,
no one even
it's
talked about Rasul as an option. Remember?
No, yeah.
Like it was wild. It was right after wasn't it like right after we played them too?
It might have been. It might have been. I know the Cooper trade came right after the Jets win. So we had lost a couple. We played the Jets. We barely won. We looked like shit. And then we winded up trading for Cooper. And then we played, I forget who, and we looked that was Keon Coleman's breakout game. Whatever game that was when Cooper was the first for. Yeah, I think it was the Titans. Maybe it was the Titan game. I forget the team.
And then Keon got hurt against Miami.
Right after
right after that.
Right? Yeah. Both him and Cooper. Cooper got hurt the following game with the wrist. Right? Yeah. They all both had wrist injuries. I mean, what the fuck? And I think a defensive player got a wrist injury. I was like, dude, what is going on with this team with the wrist injuries?
Bean's like, psych, it's just money to replace Hoyt and Prime. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying, Ben. it's just operating costs.
Right? Jeez, operating costs.
Listen, I was on post podium earlier with our boys over there, and I'm like, it's just money for Shaq Lawson.
I know, Shaq. It's money for Josh Norman.
Yeah, Shaq Lawson.
We're gonna get. Yeah, Bean's like, hey, I'm not gonna get one significant guy. I'm gonna bring in 2. Norman And Shaq Lawson. We're bringing the boys back. The band's getting back together.
You know, Sophie, I saw that today too because I rewatched the game today as well, and I noticed when Coleman gets hit, a lot of times he goes down like right away.
Yeah, he's a big guy. What are you doing? Right, like fight
Like,
for the extra
why are you
yard,
not
bro.
bouncing off dudes?
I have no idea. Like Shakir bounces off dudes. He's not a big guy.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
with you. Yeah, Sophie, that's weird.
It's
I have
wild.
no idea. It's like
I
he
noticed
gives
that
up
today
on the
too.
play.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's doing a Stephon Diggs, which is Stephon Diggs did it because he wasn't a big guy.
Cole Beasley was that way too. He would catch it and just
dude,
dive.
Cole Beasley would, yeah, he would dive immediately.
What's going on? Nomad Chad's in the house.
Hey, quick question for you. They mentioned it in post podium. Just want your thoughts on it. I don't think it could play a part in it, but I have heard this before. They were talking about Hoyt. I don't know if you were listening at the time, but
I was.
And the steroid thing, and now I have heard that before. By the way, like that when guys are on steroids, like wrestlers, like. Because I watch pro wrestling a lot for years, and I've heard guys, ex-pro wrestlers, say when they got off the juice, they got injured a little bit more frequently. I don't think so because it's just a freak thing, and but it's a good question.
I mean, it's you can ponder it, but
there's no proof in it though.
I didn't think that he doesn't look like he was all roided out. Most
When
of the
he
guys
was-
that had that,
yeah.
even last year when he looked and then when he got popped, he didn't look all roided out. Like he just
They
know what I
mentioned
mean?
his weight, and they were like, I think they were wrong. They were mistaken. They were saying he was like 3 something. He was actually 278.
he
in LA.
was 3 something when he got drafted.
Yeah, right. But his years there when he slimmed down, I think last year they said he was like 270 something, 278, I believe, 277. And then here he did lose a little bit more weight. They said he was at like 270, something like that. So, he dropped a little. I don't know if that has to do with steroids or not. Maybe that's to do he just wants to be faster or whatever. Judy's only 1 point. Yeah, I know. And I wouldn't mind him either. I mean, obviously we talked about Judy. That would be a guy I would welcome here. He's proven.
I think ideally that's the type of player that we would go get because
and I wouldn't mind it.
And we'd have him under a multi-year contract.
Yeah, and and he's a guy that I know can be that guy. So
he brings the things that we've been asking for. He brings very Cooperish vibes, a younger version of Cooper.
And it wouldn't shock me. And we talked about this like a couple weeks ago that Cleveland and Buffalo have a do business again because they've done business multiple times.
So many times.
Yeah, so this wouldn't be like so out. They have that relationship already. So, would that shock me? No. And would I hate it? No. I would be all for it.
Yeah, a lot of players are juiced up. A lot of them don't get popped for it, but a lot of them are. Like, they think they don't take supplements and all kinds of crap is just wild to think. Like, he's built different. Like, it was a freak thing. Like, he finished the pass rush on it, too. That's what's wild.
That is why I didn't notice it at first.
Guys
Mikey.
are built different, yo.
When I watch, but dude, even
that guy's built different.
Usually when you have an Achilles, they're down and they're in pain. They're like they know the deal. They're not getting that dude. Now he went down, and he had to have known, right? Players aren't dumb, and he still got up and still bull rushed. I don't know how he did it. Like that's wild to me. With a torn Achilles, like that's crazy. That kind of shows his strength and just whatever's going on. His sickness, right? Because football players have that, right? They have, they're warriors or they have a bit of a sickness to play that sport, man. By the way, I watched a Deion Dawkins. I don't know if you watched the Vlad. I don't know if you know the guy Vlad. He interviewed him,
Vlad TV.
And it was like it was like a flashback at like Deion's house. I very rarely, dude. I got to be honest with you. I very rarely watch like interviews like that. Like it's just whatever. But it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't watch Vlad very often.
Yeah, dude. It was a good interview. He talked and was very real and honest about the Chiefs and Josh Allen and DeMar and the fight he had with the Jets guy, and then also and I didn't even know about this. The Dawkins that he had gotten a fight in college and almost got a felony, went to jail, prison, kind of, and the case was dismissed. That was kind of crazy. So it's a good interview for sure. And like I said, I never really watched those type of interviews, so I would recommend it because it is interesting, just to kind of hear his thoughts about the game, and just his life in general. So just recommend you watch it if you can.
Nobody Trackhamson says, I heard today that there was some thoughts on Dorian taking over the Hoyt Royals since Shaq is our new linebacker 3. Thoughts? I wouldn't hate Dorian because Dorian's a pass rusher by nature. Like, he's so good at that. I wouldn't hate that. I don't know if he's truly big enough to go inside though. With Hoyt, he was probably another 30, 35 pounds heavier than what Dorian is. But I wouldn't mind seeing him out there a little bit because I also noticed Hoyt was dropping the coverage and doing mirror and match stuff. And I wouldn't mind seeing him and Solomon rotating if they don't go out and get somebody.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Solomon kind of fits that tweener role too.
Yeah, and I like Dorian. I do, but he's limited too. I think Hoyt was a little bit more obviously seasoned and just overall better player. It just that's such a big loss, man. Because I really feel like, bro, like Mikey, he wasn't even totally like there yet, meaning football, right? Like I think he was just kind of getting into this, like back into the swing of things, being out for so long. And I don't even know if we saw the best of him. And that was really good what I saw, right? In a game and a half, to what he brought, the juice and all that, the energy, the getting to the quarterback, and just the fact that he can be anywhere on the line. It's like he brung something very different and unique that I don't think we can replace right now. Like, not what's on the team. We can obviously, I like the guys we got, Dorian Williams and all that, but unless we maybe trade for somebody that's similar,
there's not.
There's not.
How long did we look for that Zoe role? We've been looking for him since he's retired. The guys aren't built that way.
Exactly. So it's unfortunate. It's also unfortunate it happened so late in this. Like, he's not going to even be back next year in time. So like,
he'll be back. I mean,
halfway through, maybe halfway.
Stephon came back super quick. He was ready for week 1. Diggs, and he happened in week 7.
Did he? Was he? Okay. So maybe he's back. But no,
everyone's different.
No preseason, so he's still going to be a little behind. But you're right. He might be back week 3, week 2. We'll see what happens with him. But that's still disappointing. Also, speaking of Dorian, the other Dorian, not good. It sounds like, guys, we have, if you haven't heard, now you're going to hear, an Eric Wood situation.
Strong.
Yeah, with Dorian Strong, with his neck. So this, I looked back because I'm like, I'm so curious on where maybe this happened. And Banged Up Bills had his last game that he played. Forget the game who we were facing, but he had some examples of maybe where it could have happened, though nothing really seemed bad.
It could have happened in practice.
It could. That's what I'm saying. But it also could have been something like Eric Wood had, where it was something that always was kind of there. And, Eric Wood said he kind of felt a stinger, but it wasn't a big deal. Kind of play through it. They all get him. Mm-hmm. And then he, at the end of the season, had his, they all have these check up everything's all right.
Yeah.
Physicals. And then they found out his neck was pretty much jacked up, and one bad hit could be it. Paralyze him. So I have a feeling, and it's terrible, and I feel for the guy, but the way McDermott was talking today, where, hey, I had conversations, I'm going to keep that private.
And respect for him.
Yeah, that sounds
like, so familiar what he said about Eric Wood.
Correct. And that just sounds to me like
he could have, he could have always had that, and then when he felt that stinger, he went and had it checked, and it's very similar to what Eric Wood had.
Correct.
You can't continue. He's also a very young guy.
Yeah, that makes it even worse, man. I feel.
I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm really hoping it's just like, okay, he has to go out of a surgery and he'll be out for a year or 2 or whatever, and hopefully he can come back. But like, it sucks because he was talented too.
He was. He had an opportunity. We were giving him the opportunity too. So,
and he was doing well in the 2 games they got to play. But man, it seems like those guys come back and it's 2 games and they're gone.
Yeah, we just have some bad luck when it comes to player injuries, man. I don't know what it is, but It just seems like we just have the worst luck when it comes to these guys, man. I feel for him.
What will happen? There probably won't be an injury settlement because he's on a rookie contract. It'll probably be something that's in his rookie contract. He'll end up retiring from the NFL, and he'll get X amount of money based off of whatever protections that he had built in. Because they all during the rookie contract, they all have like injury
something.
protections.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he'll have something. I mean, but still, you. My thing is, you work so hard. Like, these guys
the whole
work so
life.
hard. To get there, and then it's taken away from you
like
that. Like
games.
That's brutal. Games. Yeah, less than 2 games. It's brutal, man. But I wish him the best. I hope for him that maybe it's not what I'm thinking, and it's just maybe a surgery, kind of like what Micah Hyde had, because Micah Hyde actually had it his way earlier on in his career too, and he was fine until he wasn't fine, obviously from years after. But he at least got to play and prolong his career a little bit more, you know what I mean? For Dorian, I don't know. We'll see.
He did get to play in the NFL.
He did, yeah, absolutely.
Matter of fact, he was rotating with Trey, and he was getting more and more opportunities.
Yeah, he was.
But man, it's nice to see Maxwell out there. Maxwell's speed is just different.
It is, dude, huh? I mean, that dude was
different.
I mean, well, he was the fastest guy out of the draft. So I see why they were very intrigued, and they knew he needed some work. He needed to be polished up a little bit. And I still think he's basically, for me, Mike, he's kind of learning on the fly right now because he missed so much time. So there's going to be some learning curves, as I call them, throughout the rest of the season here. But he seems like he's through the first 2 weeks, he's doing pretty well. I can't hate on his on what he's doing out there. So, but I'm just gonna say, let's not when he makes a mistake, let's not kill him, right? And let's not crown him too early, and let's not kill him too early either. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be times where we're gonna be like, oh my God, how could he blew that, or blew that coverage or pass interference. How could he do that? Like, there's going to be some areas where we're just going to have to understand what's going on there.
Yeah, that's wild, Spen, that, Worthy got to step on him early and he closed the gap.
But that's what he does.
But right? Also,
that's
remember, Worthy's also had multiple injuries since he's been in the NFL too. Maybe he doesn't have that super blazing 40-yard time that he had at the combine. So maybe he's just an actual low or high 4.2, low 4.3 guy rather than the 4.21 or whatever it was that he ran.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, man, 4.21 whatever it was compared to a 4.426. I mean, it's not, or 4.27 whatever he ran. It's not a huge differential. We're talking,
step.
Point. It's barely a step, dude. That's barely a step. I mean, it's not that off, Mikey. So. No, I think he probably still has the blazing speed. It's just, you got to remember the ball's in the air for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Harrison's going to catch up. Like, with that speed, he's going to get there and at least make a play on the ball, which he did.
Spen asks, did Maxwell play any zone snaps or was he exclusive in man? That play where he went stride for stride with Worthy, it was actually cover 3 zone. Cover 1 went over it with Eric and Sal went over that tonight, and they went over the
did they broke it down?
He was in. Yeah, he was actually in cover 3. That's why Bishop was so late over the top, because it was the cover 3. He was actually playing center field, and but Max just he started out as a trail or as a bail technique, and then he turned it into more of a man when he realized he was going deep, and that's where he really closed the gap. It was wild.
Yeah, I know they talked to who they talked to after the game. One of the defensive players, but he was saying how they did a lot of disguises in that game. They were showing one thing and went into a different look. So, and they felt like they saw that on tape, and they executed it well. So, just showing different looks on defense, and I think that's really probably more so McDermott right there. Mixing it up more than Babbage would see it, and that's where the whole McDermott taking over DC is probably, that's why you're seeing the results. I think
I also don't
he sees it differently.
I don't believe McDermott would let Babbage call those type of
No, that's what I'm saying. He wouldn't let him call it one, and I also just think McDermott is seeing it differently, in my opinion. He's seeing the game differently than Babbage right now because it's still ultimately McDermott's playbook, right? That Babbage is calling. So I just feel like maybe McDermott's just a step ahead, maybe more than a step ahead of him, as far as just being a good defensive coordinator, been around a while, seen a lot. And that's probably why he knows, the way the defense was not looking so hot at one point that he probably had to go ahead and start calling some plays.
I also believe it's partly that he realizes we don't have the horses to call just a standard McDermott defense. So McDermott has to get a little bit more creative in how he's doing certain things. And he doesn't probably want to put that on a young DC, because you have to remember, he went from position coach to position coach, switched position coaches, and then got the DC at a super young age. So he could also be protecting him from himself as well by doing some of these things and teaching him how he's doing things, as any good mentor would. And I'm hoping that's what McDermott's doing, because I'm not overly fond of the guy, but
right,
it is what it is. It is what it is. I'll tell you, it's Bishop had a fantastic game. Max was really good, but Hancock as well. Although he made a few mistakes yesterday, because there was like the long 3rd and 12 that Kelsey caught was because Hancock didn't get far enough back in his drop and things.
Mm-hmm.
His athletic ability at the end, like he runs guys down. He's, he brings the lump. Like you could tell the difference with those 3 guys in the secondary over what we started with this year.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, Hancock, a few mistakes, but once again, this is all learning. This is all learning curves. He's going to look at the film. I'm sure McDermott's going to, have him look at the film. He's going to tell him where what went wrong there. Obviously Jordan Poyer's probably in his ear as well, letting him know, hey, you need to be here. You need to do that. This is what you need to look out for the next time, when you're in that situation. So once again, that's another good reason why, I like Poyer also being, activated on the roster, also playing the rotational, that they're rotating, because he also could tell him what he's seeing out there, especially when he comes back to the sideline, and let him know, hey, you need to do this a little bit differently, rather than just the coaches too telling him. So I really like how this defense is starting to come along here. Like it's starting to gel. The young players are starting to show promise. And when I talk about young players, I'm talking about Cole Bishop. I'm talking about Harrison, Hancock. We got a lot of young guys, Deion Walker. So, a lot of people, you remember when we started the season, a lot of people were like, oh, the young guys don't get opportunity. We're not, even though we went all young, will McDermott actually play these guys, blah, blah, blah.
He didn't have a choice with some of them.
Yeah, didn't have a choice with some of them, but you know what? I'll be honest with you. He's sticking with some of them. He's giving them opportunities. He did say what you want. He gave Dorian Strong opportunity early on. So I think he's understanding this now, which is good. And I like I said, once again, I do like the additions that he did keep some veterans around, like Poyer, or at least sign him and bring him up to the 53 to help these young dudes. So I think it just sucks with the injuries. Obviously, Ed Oliver. I mean, God, Michael Hoyt, like we're just 2 guys that are really like starting to, or actually playing well this season. Like Ed Oliver, when he was there, he played well. When Michael Hoyt obviously was there, a game and a half, he played well, and those guys are gone. So next man up, unless there's a trade, and they got to step in and handle business like the other guys are. So
I mean, Daquan was playing really well before he went and got hurt.
True, Daquan was, you're right, but he'll be back. That's a good news.
Sanders got put on IR. Like there's been a lot of just like that D line.
Sanders will be back. Yep.
Been injured. It sucks. I saw Ogunjobi last night flash some, so I was happy to see. Like, doesn't that signing look better now with all the freaking injuries on the defensive line?
Yeah, man. I mean, we need all the help we can get at this point, man, to be honest with you. Right? So, that's fine.
Ariel comes in and says, have we talked about the Turon restructure? Tuning in late. We briefly talked about it. The crazy part is I pulled up over the cap just to see. We only freed up 1.7. We could have pulled the trigger on a lot more than that. because his base is 5.2, and we can take it down to league minimum, so we could have, freed up actually probably closer to 3.7 if we really wanted to.
Yeah. Like I said, I think there's something going on. There has to be. I don't think it's just to free up some money just to have it for the guys that are coming up. But I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, but I'm going on what I said earlier.
I mean, I don't think anything's going to get done, but that's just me. And I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping Tommy's right. Just like I was hoping I was wrong about, the Bills losing yesterday, and I was, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
Got a super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh man, hey, Jacob Spears in the building. Hold on, Jacob, I got you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jake. I appreciate you, man.
I doubt it. Bean will make any moves, but not going to mess with the chemistry of the locker room. Depends on who they're bringing in. If they bring in a big personality, I can understand that. But, like bringing in Amari was quiet. He sat behind, and, he fit in just fine. He loved it here. Like, everyone who comes here loves it here. Like, yeah, I will not be surprised if Bosa resigns this offseason. How much he's talking about how happy he is.
Right. Yeah, I don't listen. No, I mean, I get your concern with that, but this locker room is so tight. I don't think one guy can come in and just disrupt it
unless it's Wilkins.
Unless it's Wilkins, and even then, a guy like I always am willing to give a guy a chance. And some guys do. Listen, I'll give you a prime example. Richie Incognito, right? Like, we heard all bad shit about Richie Incognito. And if you talk to his teammates, he was freaking awesome. So, and he bounced back after crazy shit. Went to the Raiders and retired. A good player. He never had any incidents over in LA. So, I don't get into all that, and they could simply just get rid of the guy if he's that terrible of a person in the locker room. So,
CJ Gardner-Johnson has got cut 3 times this year already.
Right. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just, I'm willing to take a chance on a guy that is willing to, that tells me, or at least says he's willing to change, or he has a different outlook on what he wants to do. So, once again, I think this team needs help, and get what you got to get, man. Do what you got to do and get what you can get while it's available. Because I don't think once again, I'll say it again. When trade deadlines are available and these players are out there, it's not often that happens, right? You got to wait. They're locked up. They're already signed to a team. You can't get them, right? Unless there's a trade. So at the deadline, this is what makes this time so special. If there's an opportunity, you damn well better go ahead and at least try. I'm not saying you have to, but at least call. At least see what they're willing to take for a guy that.
It's been reported that he's making the calls.
Exactly. So at least I'm happy with that. But I'm talking about, like you said for weeks now, if you're going to do a trade, make it significant. Make it a guy. To me, it don't matter. If it's not a receiver, whatever. A needle mover. I don't care what side of the field it's on. I just need somebody that it counts. It's going to make a significant he's going to be significant on this team, right? So whatever you do, make it count. And yeah, dude, if there's a guy available, like I'm hearing Hendrickson again's out there, his name's floating around.
They want a first for him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What's a first for us? We don't even hit on our first, and our first is a second round basically anyways. We may have, but you know what I'm saying. For the most part, and they're a second round anyways. They're 30th, 29th, 31st.
If we get where we want to get to,
32nd. Right. So look, man, I'm willing to give that up if it's a player. Would you give up a first for a player who plays like a first? Of course I would. I already know he's.
Would you give up a first for a rental though?
A rental, no. Unless I knew that player is going to. I had plans to extend him.
Okay, so Hendrickson, say, Granny's getting up there in age. Bosa's going to need to be re-signed. So you have Bosa, who's having a really good year. You have Hendrickson. Mm-hmm. You're only going to be able to re-sign one of them. Are you giving up a first to go get Hendrickson and knowing you're going to lose Bosa?
Yes, if I talked to his agent and we worked out some type of deal that made sense. It wouldn't be a super long-term deal, but I think like with him and his age, He's still playing at a high level. I would probably give him a 3 or 4 year deal, maybe 4 way out after the
4 for
third.
120,
Is
Devon
that
deal?
something? Yeah, something like that. But you got to remember, he's younger. He's still playing at a high level. So yeah, but that's the only way I would do it with something like that. I would not do it if it was just a rental and there was no, it was a chance where he wouldn't come back, or you know what I mean, that we wouldn't sign him or whatever. Then that would just be a dumb decision.
I'm on the board of keeping Bosa too.
I wouldn't mind Bosa. I mean, we'll see how the season ends too, obviously. But as of now, depending on what he would want, but you know what, with Bosa though, I would still want to give him a 1 year deal. I would still probably, because of his age and injury history.
It's going to be more than that, or he's going to walk and go get it from somewhere else.
But who knows? Maybe though he doesn't. Some players are retiring early. So I don't know if he's really going to be like this guy's like, hey, I could see myself playing for 4 more years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just throwing that out there too. J.J. Watt retired. There's a lot of guys that are getting out of the league a little earlier. So maybe he would only want a 2 year deal. You know what I mean? And retire after 2 years. I'm just throwing that out there too. Remember, I don't know if you heard the interview that he said post game. He was like, I feel fucking like 100 years old. like I'm old. I feel fucking old. I need to hit the ice bath thing. Like, I feel so old. Like, because he's getting there for football. He's getting up there. You know what I mean? So yeah, but football age, he's getting up there. You know what I mean? The punishment throughout college, high school, college football. Trust me, that like his body, like he said, he's feeling old. Right? He needs to go and get an ice bath.
He's also playing with guys who are like 25.
You're right.
Because we have a pretty young defensive end crew. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Groot's 25, Epinessa's 27, Solomon's 24. You know, like he's playing a bunch of young guys.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
Landon Jackson's like, what, 20 or 21? Like, he's not super old. So, you know, he is the elder statesman of that group.
He really
like,
is,
outside of Daquan and Jordan Phillips, he's the elder statesman on the defensive line.
That is true. Jordan's up there in age, too. Yeah, you're right. And Poyer. Poyer's getting up there, too.
I'll tell you, Epinessa's played really well recently.
Yeah, he's upped his game. And I was disappointed with him early on in the season. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was like, trade him. Remember, I was like, hey, if they want him, go ahead and get rid of him then.
He's definitely turned the corner.
He's turned the corner.
Smashed Mahomes yesterday.
Oh, dude, I went back and watched it. He had that motherfucker in the air. Dude.
Like, we pummeled Mahomes yesterday.
Yeah, we made. I thought we hit a lot of them motherfuckers hard. Kelsey felt it with Bishop.
Oh,
like we
Bishop,
we weren't being nice. Put it that way. We were letting them know
Rice got
we
it
were
a few
here.
times. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll be honest. That's the nastiest I've seen our defense actually play in years.
I did hear a clip. McDermott did talk about that and said, you know, that
it's a mindset.
He changed that more aggressive, that like just fucking playing with that, you know, I'm gonna fucking kill you mindset, which, hey, I'm all for it, man.
Refs still gave us 2 awful penalties against Bishop and Knox. Glad that didn't continue the rest of the game. You know what? I will give the refs some credit. Like, there was some bad calls, and there are always going to be some bad calls in the NFL game. But they let the guys play. Like, those 4 penalties on the Bills, there's 3 penalties on the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You know,
and dude, I was waiting for that penalty on Epinesa. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was waiting for the flag. You know it. Come on, guys. You guys know, whoever's watching right now, you know you were waiting on that flag to be thrown, because that was borderline. Like, Josh would have been looking up at the ref going, I promise you. And Bill's offensive line would have been
he was looking up at the ref.
Yeah. No, I know he was, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, they expect those calls. Like, those guys especially.
Those are the guys who usually get those calls.
They normally
the
get
Burrows and the Allens and the Mahomes and, you know,
they're protected.
Like, if they're running over the sidelines and they throw, like, it's like Josh has been hit on the sidelines a few times too. But if they hit when they throw the flag, he's been hit out of bounds. The thing was, Mahomes stopped and like tried to put something.
Does that a lot though, and I hate that. Allen doesn't really do that, and
Allen just keeps going out.
We talked about that, I think, me and you, that remember that? And I was like, that's bullshit that he does that. Because some player, I forget who it was another team, was like, that's fucking bullshit, because what he does, he's sneaky with it. He'll go and move out. He'll do like a bootleg or whatever. He'll get out of the pocket and he'll run and act like he's going to go out of bounds, like and stop. And then like the player's like, right. And then he'll go take off for more yardage or throw the ball. Like, so it's like, what do you do there? You know what I mean? He does the same thing with sliding. He waits
and if you pull up, he takes off. It's
right.
like,
And which is like, that's fucked up, dude. And I don't know. You know, I feel bad for the refs. I don't know how you call that
year
there.
when we got those couple, like I swear the refs are like no more.
It seemed like it because that one
they've let him tee off on him on the sidelines. Like either go out of bounds or you're gonna get teed off on.
Right. Yeah. And what they say, once you're out of the pocket, you are considered a runner.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna get him for full weight though. Not the hit, but
he did
landed on he landed on him.
Yeah, he did.
Like not all of them where they landed on him, but that one he definitely landed on him. Like it was wild.
He got him good.
You know? I thought Bernard was okay. He wasn't great.
Yeah. I wasn't like displeased, but yeah, he was okay. He was meh, right? Like he also didn't hurt. I don't think he was like hurting the team being out. You know what I mean? Like you got to remember too, he's missed games. He's probably not 100%. Neither is Milano. Let's be real. I think they both, once again, they're guys that are just coming back probably close to 100%, but maybe 80%. Plus they missed games, so they're a little bit rusty.
I'm guessing they were around 80, 75, right. 80 because like Milano like wasn't using his arms the way he normally does. Like,
yeah. Exactly.
He wasn't going full speed like he normally does. Like run into things like Milano played like he's coming back from injury, but because we didn't have Shaq, he played. I believe if we had Shaq, Milano doesn't play yesterday. I really believe that.
Yeah, they probably give him another week off. I'm with you there.
But no Shaq meant we needed the linebacker. You know, he also didn't play a full set of snaps. Like he came off the field a bunch.
Yeah. They were like I said. I think they just told him. He understands. The players know what where their injuries are, how to avoid them the best they can.
Yeah, Josh tried to bait a late hit too. Yeah, he did. You know,
so satisfying. We're so mean. Satisfied. We love it.
I'm not sure it was satisfying. It was more like you don't see hits like that very much anymore.
Especially on quarterbacks. Like you see him, just not a lot.
Like Milano take like that rivaled the Milano and Mike White hit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Really.
He ended Mike White right there.
Like the fact we hit him so many times and how hard we hit him so many times, the fact that he kept getting up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Was wild.
Right. They should have just threw the towel in like Rocky.
It's why I don't think they went in with a ho-hum, I don't care if we win this game attitude like everyone thinks. No way they're letting Mahomes get hit 15 times like that if they didn't try to win the game.
Correct.
Like, I think that's just a lazy argument. It's easy to say, like, well, because it happens every year. Well, it happens, you know.
It's just it's a bullshit. Like
every relationship ends until the one that doesn't.
Yeah, I once again got like I told I was on Dan Mitchell to say I said, listen, be happy with the win. Like I'm not saying pump your chest. I'm not saying go out there and throw a party this weekend. like we all get what that wasn't a Super Bowl, right? We understand that it's a regular season game, but that doesn't mean you can't be happy and that you beat a good team. And that's why the title here tonight is this: the Bills are showing they still can run with the big dogs. Because the fact of the matter is this, guys, going into that game, a lot of you guys, right? And once again, I understand your frustrations, right? But a lot of you guys had us getting whooped by the Kansas City Chiefs. Not even close, like just absolutely destroyed, right? And I was like, wow, like if we do lose, I don't think it's going to be like that. But okay, I get your frustration. So you should, after a win like that, especially thinking that way, because you were obviously going, hey, hasn't been a great season. Your frustration, I get that. But after a win like that, that should put you, dial it back, and you should say, hey, you know what? Maybe this team is better than what they were showing over the last few weeks against New England and the Falcons. And they still have that dog in them. They still could compete with the Chiefs. Because I'll tell you what, guys. If the Chiefs win and beat us, you know what they're doing all this week, guys? What are they doing, Mikey? They're talking about how great the Chiefs are.
They're back.
The Chiefs
the
are
dynasty. This is the best. Because before this week, they were saying this is the best Chiefs team they've ever had in the Mahomes era.
Everyone's healthy. Everybody. Yeah, Mahomes playing MVP caliber football. So don't give me that. Like, I don't want to hear it, because if it was, once again, if the Chiefs did what you guys, or not saying all you guys, but, you know, what a lot of people thought they were going to do, just beat us, you know, to the ground, make us look like dog shit, everybody this week would have been like, oh, here we go, right? The Chiefs are, that's the team to beat, right? The Chiefs are on a roll. Hey, who's stopping the Chiefs? But we beat them, and it's like 1,000,001 excuses. They didn't really, it's a regular. What do they care? They'll see the Bills and beat them in the playoffs, or this excuse and that excuse. Like, guys, it's a win. Both teams were fighting their ass off. Both teams know each other very, very well. It's becoming like a division game at this point, and they're going to be dogfights. And Buffalo came out and out the winner. So enjoy the win. That's all I'm saying. Enjoy the win.
Callie comes in and says the 4th and 17 from Kermit.
Oh, dude, I hear you. Listen, I hear you.
This is another reason why I think that they didn't play some vanilla game plan. They had Joey Bosa all kinds of fucked up on that you know, that protection scheme. Don't tell me they didn't scheme something up to try to go get, like they were playing a vanilla deep bullshit. They pulled this rabbit out of their hat on one of their trick plays in a game that they needed. So don't tell me that crap that they're like, oh, it was just a vanilla game plan. And no, the Bills just beat them.
Yeah,
it happens.
And
sometimes.
You know what? And Callie, you know, the only problem with that, and I'm with you, is if he didn't call the timeout, he wouldn't have gave Andy Reid, who, let's be real, outcoaches Sean McDermott every time for the most part, more of an opportunity to call a better play and go out there and execute. Because the play, I don't think would have worked if he doesn't call a timeout. It seemed like it was going to be
covered.
A busted play. Yeah, so McDermott, once again, and by the way, I've seen that before happen with us, where we've called timeout, and we had the play beaten. We had the play beaten, and then we got beat. Right? So stop doing it.
You know, let's hit the super chat, and then I got something to tell you on the timeouts.
All right, no
Thank you very much.
You know, thank you, Ken. I appreciate it. I'm just so happy to see our team look so good on defense. Sean McDermott was calling plays from the sidelines. Good stuff. It was good stuff. That's the type of defense that, you know, wins you championships.
Correct.
That style of defense. It's what me and Tommy have been asking for forever here. You know what I mean? Is that nasty attacking style defense. We just don't do it enough.
You know what he doesn't? You know, we do it. We do it sometimes in the regular season, and he goes away from it in the playoffs. It's kind of been his MO too, right? Sean, like we've gotten excited going into playoffs before, going, boy, the defense, like, and he's just totally, once again, that's the whole coaching not to lose and playing it safe and being conservative, and he does that, and it's so annoying because me and Mikey would talk about, like, what is going on here? Like, now we're playing a totally different style of defense. We're playing more soft zone than we were before. We're not being as aggressive. We're only rushing. Like, he kind of goes away from, once again, what's working, what has worked for you. So I really hope, Mikey, God damn, do I hope he learns from this and stop doing that. Go with what's working. Go with what's beating the Chiefs in the regular season. When you bring pressure and you play aggressive,
he tried to do that in the championship game and play that style. He just didn't have the horses.
He didn't have the horses. Yep. We'll see if we play him again. But
you know, we'll see if they go back to that style when we get into the playoffs, and I hope they do. Before I get to some more of these, because there are one, and Spence said I had us winning. Unlike
there you
Mikey.
go, Spin.
I didn't pull a Mikey, so that's what when the Bills lose, it's called I didn't pull a Mikey.
Didn't pull a Mikey. I like it.
Talking about timeouts, I heard something on the radio today that I didn't know. So I was listening to WGR, and Sal was talking about it, and they said that on the field goal timeout, Hancock was offsides, so they called the timeout. he lined up offsides. Would have given him a free first down.
Oh, really? Okay. So I didn't see that. Okay.
I didn't either, and I had a hard time finding it on the all 22. But they said that Hancock was lined up offsides, and they just didn't want to give the Chiefs a free first down, so they called timeout.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense then. I mean, I didn't see the all 22 either, but if they say it, and I'll take their word for it.
The fact that WGR guys are the ones that caught it,
admitted it, right? Yeah.
Kind of tells you everything you need to know. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, because they'll call out Buffalo. They have no problem with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Buffalo's almost in a lose-lose situation. Beat KC, and it's you always beat them in the regular season, lose the playoffs, lose to them, and so Buffalo can't play top. That's exactly it. And that's what I said last night when we came on after, because that's the first thing that they said, and I knew that's what they were going to say.
Right.
Like all week long, you heard Buffalo kind of stinks. Buffalo isn't real good. Buffalo's beaten. The only people Buffalo have beaten are tomato cans. They lost. They lost to teams they shouldn't have lost to. Are they really good? We don't know. Like the Chiefs are gonna run over them and run them out of the building. That's all we heard all week. And then we win. It's like, oh yeah, well Buffalo beats them every year. Do we stink or what are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's okay, so all what they'll admit is okay, Buffalo was good and we just didn't know what the hell we were talking about. It was clickbait.
Right. Or they do the whole blame the other team.
Yeah.
They'll do the classic. What did the Chiefs do wrong? Right. Instead of what did Buffalo do right?
Well, it was. Nick Wright
but I hear that too.
Nick Wright was on his wagon today. It was a classic. We played a vanilla style. Because look at the numbers again in the regular season. That's why we played vanilla, because Mahomes doesn't have good numbers or maybe it's because we're healthy in the regular season, and Andy Reid doesn't know what Sean McDermott's styled up, and then in the postseason he figures it out and adjusts and does a really good job. Because you don't come out hot kicking our ass, you don't ever run us out of the building in the playoffs. It's a late game,
No, for the most part, they're all down
super close.
Minutes.
So what are we talking about here?
Minutes, yeah. Right. What are we talking about? That's why I was really surprised where a lot of people had us just getting just dog walked. But that's the other thing too, Mikey, is when we talk about the Chiefs, the games between the Chiefs and the Bills, we know each other so well. We've played each other so many. They have us. Matter of fact, we're already scheduled to play them next season. We're always on the schedule because they know how these games play out. They know they're coming down to the wire, right? These are not going to be a game where it's one-sided. It's super rare. And that's why I was just shocked that a lot of people just had us just getting whooped. And
I didn't have us getting whooped. I just had us losing.
No, I get losing's fine. I told you, if we lose, I just want to go down, at least show some grit, show some fight. But I hate I don't like the whole argument about who you played, who have you beaten, you haven't beaten anyone, blah, blah, blah. Listen, we had this thing last year, right? Same fucking, it's it's on repeat, right? I remember last year, we didn't play anybody. We didn't beat anyone. Then we go and beat Detroit, and it's all they had injuries. We made it all the way to the AFC Championship. You don't make it that far if you haven't beaten anyone, right? So I'm just throwing that out there.
But then it was the Ravens beat themselves because they dropped 2 points.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
the 2 point only tied it up, and we still had time.
Right. Exactly.
People stop pretending the game that won or lost the game.
Correct. And I don't care. That has nothing to do. Okay, he fucking dropped it. That's on him. It's football. It fucking happens. We missed a wide right field goal. We would have won a Super Bowl. So what the fuck are you talking about?
We missed one last night too.
Right. So that's football. It fucking happens. Okay. So I don't want to hear what if this, that. I wish I could have what ifs. We'd be a Super Bowl champion right now in 1990 if I had a what if. Right? Yeah. So you know what I mean? That's the way it goes.
Spin's asking, why is Bo so worried about a screen pass with Kelsey on 4th and 17? Because have you watched us defend screen passes?
Oh, we're terrible. We
and you got an easy release. It was a great play call by Andy Reid, knowing that as a veteran, he's going to stop and look. He wasn't just going to chase down Mahomes. He should have.
Yeah.
And I bet you if they pull that bullshit again, he just goes right after Mahomes, and then they're going to throw the screen pass.
Right. We're going to be like, what happened?
It's
yeah.
Like Andy Reid's a genius when it comes to shit like that.
He's very good with that. Yeah. Very, very good.
That's why I don't buy that bullshit. Bobby Badge is getting paid to showing up at this point. I think he's gone, right? No. He's a young defensive coordinator. McDermott loves him. He's been with him forever. He's still learning. He still helps game plan. He's just not calling the plays. He's still doing a lot of the defensive coordinator stuff, leading the meetings, doing all those type of things. He's just not calling the plays right now. Andy Reid calls the plays in Kansas City, and he has offensive coordinators that used to be head coaches.
They're extra set of eyes at this point, right? So
they run a lot of the administrative stuff behind the scenes too from the defense.
Well, remember too, though, they're up there with binoculars. You ever see the fucking up there like they're chiming in? They have the headsets. They're not. Trust me, guys, when I tell you, they are chiming in and talking to each other, and they're also talking to each other when obviously the offense has the ball. Then there's a lot of communication going on between upstairs in the booth and what they're seeing and all that. They got tablets. They got all that shit. It's so easy for these guys to communicate and tell each other what they're seeing, and I don't mind it because now you got a guy from upstairs there. Maybe he's seeing something different and telling Sean, hey, like I see this going on here. Maybe so I don't mind it, and I think it needs to stay that way. I don't think Babbage is quite ready yet, and I don't think he minds either that Babbage is up there at this point, and it's not hurting being up. He's not hurting the team, and just leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, you have to remember, he's also doing all of like the defense coordinator responsibilities outside of calling plays.
Correct.
The difference is McDermott is calling the plays. The scheme and all that is still put together by Babbage and like the game plan and all those. And McDermott's always had a say in it, but him and his coaches, so he still leads all that stuff.
Correct.
Jesus, the Cowboys just couldn't get out of their own way tonight.
Nah, they just got whooped.
So many turnovers.
Yeah, and it's not even like the Cardinals are good. They're going to go to 3-5 now,
but that means Campbell's going to stay.
That's what I'm saying. I think I just felt like Campbell's going to stay regardless. But yeah, he's definitely staying. The Cowboys are going to go to 3-5-1. There's always a disappointment.
They hate us because they hate us, Mud Ninja.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. It's weird why they hate. It's so odd, man. Like when me and Mikey do these post games and like people are like coming here to like kind of troll or whatever. And it's like we don't like boat. Like we're not like
homers
throwing like doing fireworks in here and like like jumping for joy that we won. We're just talking about a game that we're happy we won. I just don't.
And we still have things to clean up.
Haters.
And we still have things to clean up.
Absolutely, but I just don't get the whole. You guys are like it's like
I also
we can't be happy. I don't get it.
Yeah, I also don't get the other side of the fan base that just wants to focus on the negative all the time.
Yeah. Well, it's like politics, right, Mikey? Like I'm starting to see sports a little bit like so. You got the left side and the right side, and then you got the middle, right? And I feel like that's where we kind of teeter. We kind of see both points, and I feel like you got the rah-rah channels, and you got people, and not even channels, just people in general, fans or whatever, that see it really one way, which is everything's going to be all right. We're, McDermott's the man, and then you got the other side that's just, there's nothing good going on
wants
here.
To complete tear down, trade everybody.
Right.
It's just like, and I don't get it.
I can't do it because I try to see the good in everything, right? But I also don't want to be fake and be like, it's all good, everything's great. Like, so I think we do a very good job at just kind of teetering that line.
Spence like, Mikey, haven't you met Tommy before? He said, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Oh, that's great.
I feel bad. You know what? It's funny that you say that because I do feel bad sometimes, Mike, when I go on my rant like for so long about when I'm pissed off about something.
And you get passionate about things, and you start out as a solo artist.
Yeah.
So you get long-winded at times, but because you're passionate about what you're talking about. It's okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, if it gets too long, I'll hit the wrap it up.
Right.
Thing on you.
No, but I'm talking about like just passionate where I feel sometimes I'll drag down the team because I do try to teeter in the middle and I do see the good, and I don't want like certain people. I think, I've gotten comments on here that were super negative or whatever, and it's like, I don't want people to feel like that's what we are,
We
because
have
I don't feel
negative
like we
shows,
are. Right.
but I feel like we've, on the most part, stay in the middle. Like we can accept the good things, we'll call out the bad things, but also the people that are commenting that stuff, Tommy, live on one side or the other.
That is very true. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
We got to take it how it is as well, and that's why it's so awesome here, because we're open for anybody. Sorry, go ahead.
I think sometimes too people get caught up in emotions early on,
Prisoner of the moment.
Prisoner of the moment, 2-game. Like, look at Scott. And I don't know if he's in here or if if you watch this tomorrow, Scott, because he normally sometimes does. Scott is like that. So Scott will be, and if you guys don't know Scott Blakely, he will be super hyped up for the season, right? 99
20-0 every time.
20-0. Like, he is super pumped, and we'll lose a couple of games. And we're just the worst fucking team ever, right? Like, he is done. He's predicting us to lose 40-3. Like, he is just, and then we'll start getting on the streak, and he's back on board. So, yeah, Scott gets sometimes caught up in that moment where just the sky is falling, right? Like, so we have to sometimes calm him down.
Yeah, listen, Sophie, don't make Tommy's head any
bigger. Sophie, you know the deal.
Don't make his head any bigger than it already is.
She knows.
I wanted to hit Cat in the Hat's comment here because I thought it was a good one. Says Kansas City doesn't play well against pressure, and our guys took a complete advantage of that. When Kansas City gets blown out or loses games, it's usually when you can get to Mahomes. Like Mahomes, when you start hitting him, very much like Brady, if you can hit him, you rattle him. It's just hard to hit him. And we were hitting him yesterday, which rattled him.
It did.
The Bishop Kelsey tackle was crazy. I'm glad he wasn't injured and just took his breath away. It sent a message. It's one of the first times I've seen Kelsey hit like that in a while.
I mean, yeah, he was level, dude. He felt that he had to go to the locker room.
Yeah,
I mean, like, he felt it, boy.
And you know what I love about Kelsey? He's going to the locker room as the Mafia was giving him the business. He's like, "Yes, love it. Come on, give me more." Like, he just eats that shit up.
Yeah, like he's
such a lovable guy. Like, I hate that he's the chief, but he's such a lovable guy. He really is. Like,
he's a Hall of Famer.
We would love him if he was a Buffalo Bill.
Sure, just like Gronk. I'll be honest with you, just like Gronk. I would have loved Gronk here, and he's from Buffalo as well. Like, dude, like, can you imagine? Like, if somehow, when he was still, dude, that dude went to Tampa and won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's wild, bro.
Callie, don't get your hopes up too much. Like, this was a game plan for the Chiefs. Like, McDermott's gonna go back and he's gonna frustrate the shit out of you.
That's our
temper
problem,
your expectation,
right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like, I get you want to see all gas, no break, but temper your expectation, because at the end of the day, we're just trying to get to the playoffs, get through the season as healthy as possible, so we can get ready to go for the playoffs. McDermott isn't gonna go like that every game. He's just not.
Week in, week out. Yeah, I don't. It's unfortunate, but you got to remember too. I'll say this too, to defend that. You see different offenses though, right? So you got to play them differently. Like, not every offense is going to be the same. So you can't attack every offense the same way you attack the next offense. So I want that too, right? I but sometimes, you go against a certain offense like that can eat you up if you play that a certain style. So you got to be careful with that.
What if we don't want him chiming in? McDermott's calling 100% of the plays. There's a bit of a collaborative effort with Badger. I don't know. I have no idea what the rules of responsibility are between the two. McDermott's only said it's been collaborative, but every time they pan over at him, he has the thing over and like
the sheet over
and cover his mouth, talking into the monitor. So he's either talking to Babbage, telling him what he wants, or like I have no idea.
Dude, he's calling the play, bro. Come on, bro. He has a big ass glossy play sheet
with his glasses on so he can see it.
Oh my God.
Guys, McDermott's the right man for the job. How hot is his seat? His seat's not hot.
His hate his fucking glasses.
His seat doesn't get hot until after next year's kickoff, because there's zero chance that he's not there for the opening of this new stadium. Tommy always says
no.
it's the Back to the Future photo.
Yeah, dude, you're right. Guys,
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening, bro. They took that shit. They're going to blow that motherfucker up and probably put it in the hallway of the new stadium. Okay? That shit ain't going down, bro.
I did that. Josh surpassed Cam's rushing touchdowns and now leads the NFL for the most rushing touchdowns in NFL history. Yeah. He also passed Earl Campbell for the most touchdowns in NFL history in general.
Wild, huh?
Yeah.
He's
a quarterback.
He's a monster. He's a quarterback. Yeah, it's crazy. There we go. Yes. Keep putting that up there, Mikey.
Well, I'm trying to get through. I'm trying to get through.
No,
all the
I dig that. You just keep that. Can we pin that up there and just keep it there all night?
There. I started for you, Tommy, so you have it. Okay. I'll save that for you. I started for you.
Oh my god!
So it's up in your starred comments up here at the top. So when you're feeling a little unloved, you can click on it and go back to it.
Thank you.
Blasphemy there. Let's not even boost his ego anymore. Exactly. Because you can't beat him in the playoffs. Jesus, what the hell are we supposed to do? Yeah, like we were in a lose-lose situation, Dallas. It's just you weren't gonna win.
It's crazy.
If we lost the game, it's the Bills suck. If we win the game, well, it doesn't matter. They do it every year. How about they're the only team to beat Mahomes 5 times?
Right. And once again, guys, don't kid yourself. If the Chiefs beat us, it would be all Chiefs talk all week fucking long about how they're back, baby, and they're winning, and they're on this winning streak, and Mahomes, and this
Chiefs
and that.
Team in the Mahomes era is what you heard.
Right. Yeah, so come on, man, guys, be real, dude. Matter of fact, guys, I didn't see anyone picking the Bills in the national media that I saw. They all picked.
There was just
pregame. Was there a few? I didn't. I mean, at least what I saw, they were all Chiefs. I'm like, whatever, dude.
There were a few that chose the Bills.
Were they? Jeez, thanks, guys.
And most of them said the same thing. Like, I think the Chiefs are great, but let's be honest. Outside of a banged up Detroit team that they had the refs help them beat,
they've had some rough outings. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
By the way, Cam,
they got beat by Jacksonville.
Waving all his. You ain't going anywhere. I'm staying.
Yeah. Yeah. So my ninja comes in and says, it's nice to have the win, but playoffs is, as we learned, or have we, are a different beast. Listen, I'm not going to go in and automatically think, okay, just because we haven't beat them. Like, we are on the doorstep of beating them every game now.
Every time, yeah.
We just need one of these ping pong balls to come our other way.
Yeah.
They found a new thing. Let Cybo just pull Josh for the first down, and we're good.
Right. Dion talked about that. They're bringing up the Chiefs loss. He's like, you kind of like what we do. He's like, it's the fucking Chiefs, man. Like I don't fucking get it, man. But it's fucking Patrick Mahomes, the fucking Chiefs. Like, they're like, and he was talking about. It was when they did that interview. It was the year that the Chiefs played the 49ers actually in the Super Bowl. It was that year. A couple
years ago.
Yeah, and he was just like, I thought we felt good in that game. Like we felt like we were gonna win that game. We were confident. And he's like, I don't know. It's the fucking Chiefs. He just kept going. I don't fucking know what to tell you anymore. The fucking Chiefs. And,
that's why Josh has the new one of like, I'm not like I don't have any outcome for this season. What happens. Like I'm done. I'm done. Like surrounding my life around getting beat by the Chiefs. Like
I don't know what to tell you.
I don't believe Josh is going winless against Patrick Mahomes in his career in the playoffs. So it only takes one.
God. Right.
So
I would really hope not. Right.
It's wild to me. McDermott's grown on me. It really does have it within him to lead us in Lombardi. Man, I hope you're right. And if he does, Tommy's gonna get a tattoo of him.
Yeah, that's
on his butt cheek.
Yeah, that not butt cheek, but that is a
tramp stamp. That's right. You're getting his tramp stamp.
Yeah, tramp stamp. Yeah, no, that'll be on the arm somewhere. But that will be a bet that I will.
Calf, so you can make him flex.
It don't matter wherever. It'll be somewhere. Calf, arm. I'll figure something. But yeah, that's a lifelong bet. As long as he's our head coach, That I'm kind of like, and I have no problem doing it, guys. I have no problem doing it.
Josh broke all of math by succeeding. Sean McDermott will do the same thing if he wins the Super Bowl because there's been no head coach that's ever been here this long and come back to win the Super Bowl.
Correct.
So listen, Josh already broke all of math by being successful, so maybe McDermott will break the trend too.
Listen, anything is possible. I'll say that again. Get hot at the right moment in the playoffs, and it's a whole new season. I mean, honestly, guys, we've seen teams that got in there with 9-10 wins and were not picked to go to the Super Bowl and wound up winning the Super Bowl. So it's about getting hot at the right time and being healthy. I mean, that's also very key. You can get into playoffs just on fumes and players injured, and you're probably not going anywhere too. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to be that either. You know, it's kind of like that Bengals year that we lost to the Bengals. I don't know if it was about fumes, but I think we were just so with the DeMar thing and everything that happened that year because a lot happened.
Dawson Knox thing, the top shooting,
yes, exactly. And there was even more. There was other stuff too. I forgot what else happened, but it was just, I think it just kind of weighed them down. I think they were done at that point. That's unfortunate because we were a pretty good team, right? But yeah. We just got to get in there healthy, man. Get in there healthy and hot, and we'll see what happens again. I mean, that's all we can do. Yeah,
Kat, I'm with you on that. The problem is we're 6 weeks away before that game happens. So we got the Dolphins this week, and then we come back home against the Bucks. We're at the Texans. We're at the Steelers. We're home against the Bengals, and then we go to the Patriots.
Yeah, so looking at the schedule, I got to be honest with you. Like, the Pittsburgh's playing better than I thought this year. I'm still not sold on them or whatever, but they beat the Colts.
It's not a cakewalk.
It's not a cakewalk. It's at Pittsburgh, which is a tough place to play. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm super, super confident, but I think we can win. I think that is a winnable game, but I think could be a tough game. New England could be a tough game too. You're still playing in their home, but I think that's a revenge game. I think we get that. Tampa's an interesting one, though we're at home. I think that definitely benefits us there. I think we pull that win out as well. I would say, because we were doing this, we're talking about Dan, this morning or today. I would say the one game that's probably iffy is the Philly game, depending on what Philly's fighting for at that time. If the division's still, up for grabs.
Meeting will still be up for grabs.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so they're going to probably bring everything they have. The good news is we are in Buffalo. But once again, we've played Philly in Buffalo in bad temperatures, and that's going to be late in the year. And Philly has worked us, and they have the offensive line to do so. So that game kind of worries me a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but I don't mind if we lose that game. And we win the rest. We're in great fucking shape. You know what I mean? So
that's beating some good teams too. Like I would expect that we're going to beat the Dolphins.
Yeah,
Tampa's going to be tough. The Texans are playing better. That defense is legit.
Good defense. Yes.
Yeah. And then the Steelers are gonna be tough. So that 3-game stretch is gonna be tough because we go Bucks, Texans, Steelers, and then we get the Bengals, and we don't know, is that the return of Joe Burrow that game?
I don't think it matters. I think their offense is going to click regardless of what Joe Burrow. Yeah. It seems like they're scoring points. So it's more about how shitty their defense is. We take advantage of their defense. I think we'll be okay. But I get what you're saying. They're still dangerous because the offense. I don't care if it's Burrow or the other guy or Flacco. They're putting up massive points with either one, Mikey. So
and then we got the Patriots, the Browns, the Eagles, and then the Jets.
And Browns are a scrappy, weird team, though. We should win.
The Browns too.
Their offense is terrible, though. Their offense is so bad.
Hopefully, we have Judy, and it's one less weapon for them too.
Right. It'll be a revenge game for Judy. Right? Judy's like, "Oh, you motherfuckers, tear you up."
Walter Simpson says we're in no man land when it comes to the kicker. Jesus Christ, right? I was talking about that last night. When I'm like, can't we just have a clutch kicker?
Yeah.
Like, we're paying top of the market for our kicker. Why can't we have a clutch kicker?
You know what the weirdest thing? I forgot to tell you because obviously my fantasy football teams are straight trash this year, but I still pay attention because I don't want to be the guy that quits and not do. I hate those people. Like when they're done, they just don't pay attention anymore. Like I still kind of maneuver the roster, but every week, Mikey, at least on my league, on all of them, matter of fact, but I play on CBS. They have Matt Prater at, how they projected points? for each player, they'll have the projections. 0. They project him 0 points every week I play. And it's like, how is that?
They never updated it. They never updated it.
No, they never updated. So they just continue to give 0 projection. I'm like, dude, come on, CBS. He's playing football. Update the fucking projection here. But yeah, 0 Prater every week.
Yeah, so Mud Ninja comes in and talks about the Patriots and says we might want to start thinking about how to play the Patriots. They're showing their back and they're hungry. Patriots are interesting. They're playing really good football right now, but they have the Bucks this week, and then they have
that's going to be a tough game.
The Jets, the Bengals, the Giants.
Bengals
then they get
will be
us.
tough.
Then they get the
offense,
Ravens. Then the Jets and the
Ravens
Dolphins.
Will be
really,
tough.
there's like 2 or 3 games maybe they lose.
Yeah. Well, look, I always say there's a game that every team loses to a bad game. There's always one of those games where you should win, you don't win.
They did that week 1 against the Raiders.
Yeah, but they weren't. I don't think the Patriots were playing at the level they're playing at now. They also lost to Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? They barely beat Miami, who's not a good team. You know what I mean? So they weren't playing the football they're playing now. Probably helped that they beat us, and they're they're feeling themselves right now, and they're they're getting their mojo. But there's always a letdown game. I'm telling you, Mikey, there will be a game here. I got to look at the schedule, but there's always a game where there's a potential letdown. Matter of fact, they almost had it against the Falcons. So I do believe there will be at least one game where they're supposed to win that they lose. I mean, every team does it. Green Bay, I'm looking at Green Bay. They've had a couple. I mean, Kansas City, they should have beat the Jaguars. I mean, there's games here. Lions should have beat the Vikings at home this past weekend. They lost. So there's letdown games. There's absolute letdown games.
The Panthers just beat Green Bay too.
Panthers beat Green Bay, which it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? So there's letdown games, man. And they had Green Bay at one point going to Super Bowl.
Yeah, greatest because they got Micah. He's the greatest team ever.
Yeah.
Micah shut up. Spen says Tommy will need to learn to twerk to make McD clap.
Oh,
because they're talking about you putting it on your butt cheek.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I could make it. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm just that tattoo artist, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, Kim Pagula, too. Yeah, that's right. The 2 snowstorms.
You're right. I told you so much happened.
Yeah,
and was that the year, too, we had the snowstorms? That was the year, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck? And we played 2 games in 10 days or something. Or 3 games in 15 days. Something crazy.
And not in the home. We were in Detroit.
Right. Yeah, fucking wild, dude. I went to that game, actually. It was against Cleveland. I went to that one, and then we played Detroit the very following weekend, Thanksgiving, remember? So I went to the Cleveland one. My buddy took me.
Yeah.
Great seats, had a great time. That was a close game, by the way. Cleveland game and the Detroit game. That was the Detroit game. Remember where Stephon Diggs started having this little burst that him and McDermott getting into it a little bit on the sideline there. Or McDermott had to settle him down. Calm down. But he made a phenomenal catch. Remember that?
Yep.
End of the game. The last drive, he made that fucking great fucking one-handed catch, and we won the game in a field goal.
Talent-wise, there was never a problem with Diggs.
Never a problem. Nope.
Something comes as Rise's first punt yesterday was a week 36-yarder. Made me feel a little bit better, but then the next one was 60.
Yeah. The dude he's good. You know what, though? I feel for him because he missed so much time, and I don't know if that kind of hurt him a little bit.
He has such a long career ahead of him, though.
He does, and he can get better. I still look. He's made the roster now twice. This is his second year, so clearly, if they felt like there was a problem with him, they would have gotten rid of him. He's a punter, so it's unfortunate, but I'm glad he's at least made it back.
Later, Cat in the Hat. Thanks for
hey, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. At the end of the day.
I do got stock up, stock down tonight. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Our Bills Wire, because we don't have too much, and then we'll do the real men and we'll get out of here, man. Because I know you're kind of a little bit under the weather as well, right?
Yeah.
Poor Mikey, man. Yeah. Poor Mikey.
It's not poor me. I'm fine.
By the way, our boy's not in the building, Keys. So Keys, if you listen to the recap, because he usually does listen to us after if he doesn't make it. Happy birthday to Keys' mom.
Happy birthday. Key's mom.
Yeah, it's my birthday today. So happy birthday, man. You
Let
raised
James
a good
cook.
kid. Yeah, there it is for you. Let him cook.
For- You know,
Let him
for
cook.
Key's mom. I give it to him.
Right.
I was looking for the emoji that I could do that on post podium, and I couldn't find it because I was watching it at work.
He uses the Elmo.
The Elmo one, okay.
Yeah, with the fire. Let him cook.
All
All
right.
right.
Now I know.
Yeah. So here we go. Stock up, stock down from my favorite silent co-host. Here we go. And then obviously, guys, if there's players that you want or coaches, put them on the go ahead and put them in the chat. And obviously, Mike, you know the drill. Same with you. All right, here we go. Stock up James Cook. You agree? I agree.
No.
You don't agree. Stock up James Cook.
I'm just kidding.
Son of a bitch, you. All right, stock down. Keon Coleman.
I'm not going to give him a stock down. He had 2 targets and he caught both of them. I'll give him a stock neutral.
One. He caught one.
Okay. No, he caught 2.
No, one. You sure 2? Let me look. I could be wrong. I don't want to.
One was a pass interference. That's right. He was targeted.
Okay, so it was the one on the side for the first down. It was like 12 yards or something.
I could have sworn he had a second catch.
I don't think so. Look it up, but I'm pretty sure he did not.
Tell me what to do, man.
Yeah, pretty sure he didn't, dude. Let's see here. Did he? Let's see here. I feel like an idiot right now.
Keep going.
Okay. He did. 2
Coleman, 2 catches, 17 yards.
Yeah. Woo! That's impressive. Okay, I'm sorry, Coleman.
Either way, I would put him stock neutral.
Yeah, I'm taking away that 17. You're right.
He wasn't in the game plan. And
I'm with you there. It's not like he made drops or fumbled. No.
The slant got a pass interference, got us the first down, and then his 2 other catches were, he was a check down for Josh, and he made both of them. Like, would I like to see him? Yeah, but am I getting him a stock down for not being utilized inside the offense? No. Like, you could tell it wasn't designed to go to him. It was a Kincaid game, and it was a Cook game. Cook had 27 carries.
No, I get it. It's just like spin with the capital. Coleman, 2 catches.
That's it, 17 yards. Like, I'm telling you. Why do you question me, Tommy?
He had 2, 17.
Yep, I'm telling you. Stop questioning me.
I remember this. I remember his performance. Stock up Cole Bishop. Yes, I think we could all agree with that. Wow, stock down Epinesa. I don't agree with that. You agree with that? Stock down?
Epinesa? Hell no.
Yeah,
that was actually one of his better freaking games.
Yeah, Bill's Wire. What are you talking? I got to read it. At this point, it seems that Epinesa is more feet or famine than anything else when he has games like this following impressive performances like the one he had against the Panthers. Granted, Epinesa was able to get to Patrick Mahomes, demonstrating the pressure that he was applying all game. But to come away from this contest with no tackles is hard to fathom given his ability. So they're saying because he had no tackles,
so what all Bill's Wire is telling me is they scoreboard watch. You cannot watch that game and tell me he did not make an impact on that game. Or you get knocked down.
I thought he had. Yeah, I'm with you. I thought he had good pressure. I want to say like he was like, oh my god, amazing. But I'll go stock up. I thought he played good. I have no problem with that.
Man, he had the biggest hit of the night on Mahomes.
Yeah, absolutely did. Stock up Kincaid. I agree with that. Stock up Khalil. You give stock up Khalil?
Yeah, Khalil was really good.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, and that's it for the list. So who do you want to add?
Sophie comes in and says Bernard stock down. I would say Bernard and Milan are both stock neutral. I wouldn't add that. I thought Bosa was stock up.
Absolutely. How do they miss that one? Stock up Joey Bosa. Yeah.
Maxwell Harrison.
Harrison stock up, baby.
Bishop.
Look at Mikey coming to the rescue for Bill's Wire.
Bishop.
How do you not? You're right. He was
Bishop
the star of the defense, really. You're absolutely right. What is going on here?
It's just
terrible, Bill's Wire. Shame on you.
Wild. Rousseau. How you not stock up for Greg Rousseau?
Boy, Mike is getting mad. About to write a letter to Bill's Wire saying, "What are you doing?"
I don't talk to them. That your crappy co-host.
Mikey hates my
silent co-host. Like they just rage bait me with shit like this.
It'd be nice.
I thought Cam Lewis was stuck up.
Oh, he was on there, Bishop. Look
Okay.
at us. We're just talking shit to talk shit. Thank you, Spin.
Yeah, I thought he was first. Okay, I never pay attention to what Tommy says at the beginning. It always takes me a minute to get going. I thought Lewis actually played really well yesterday. You know what one of my favorite things about Lewis being in the slot is? I don't know if you saw this, and I heard WGR talking about it today, and I can't remember if it was with Chris Brown or if it was with Sal, but they were talking about it. And on that goal line hit that that Bishop crushed Kelsey on, they flipped positions. Like Bishop ran down and Lewis went back. So Bishop ended up playing the slot, and like the inability to switch positions with Lewis is different. So we were able to disguise more coverage. I
thought Cam actually played pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Cam is an interesting guy player that we've had here for quite some time. And I gotta say, I don't hate. He's a good roster guy. He's a good depth piece. I've never had a problem with Cam. Like, he's not the greatest, but he's a good. He's solid. If you need somebody to fill in, and he can play both positions, like the guy is not bad, man. Like I have no problem with that guy remaining on the team because of that. Just that alone. You could stick him anywhere and he's gonna produce, right? Like, so I have no problem with that. Yeah, I like Cam Lewis, man.
Stock up Elijah Moore.
No.
Only had the one target, but it was a big target.
I'm not giving. I'm gonna say neutral.
Stock neutral, okay.
Yeah.
Haas?
I get it. I get where you're going.
We only had one.
And it's not his fault, and that's why I'm going to go neutral. I just feel like, and me and Mikey talked about this, this is the guy, right, that we all talked about when we signed him in the offseason. Here's your over-the-top guy. Here's your speedster, right? Here's the guy that we can get deep on a couple shots a game, couple crossers, right? Here's your guy that could be kind of a gadget guy too. And that kind of goes back on to Brady not really utilizing him. So I want to see that a couple more times a game. And then I think Elijah Moore will be an excellent pickup when we look back and be like, okay, now they're understanding how to use him in this system. So for me, one catch is not gonna, but I'm not gonna kill the guy. It's not his fault if they're not dialing it up.
Same with Knox. Like, we threw it 26 times, right? He was 23 of 26. Right. 8 went to Shakir, 6 went to Kincaid. The rest of them had 1 or 2 targets, and that's goes into that everybody eats mentality that we talked about with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I'm not going to kill him. Hoyt stock up until he got hurt.
I will. Absolutely. Just the fact that he got up and continued
stock to play. Down is the injury.
Stock down, fucking injury. So, yeah. What about the coaching? Let's go coaching.
Hold on. Stock down.
Oh, you're still going? Oh, shit. Stock down.
I did all stock up. I didn't do any stock downs.
Oh, shit. I
got
some more stock down.
Prater, man. Gotta make that
fucking Prater. And I've been cool with Prater. I'm still gonna give him a pass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a pass because this one didn't cost us, right? So I'll let him. Hey, I'll give you a pass this time, old man. Right? So don't fuck up again. And for those that are saying, by the way, Tyler Bass, I have heard nothing about Tyler Bass, 0, and I don't know if he's coming back up because I've heard nothing. And even if he does, do you feel confident for a guy who hasn't kicked a field goal? Yeah, really? For weeks and weeks. Right. I mean, and he missed the easy preseason. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get Mikey's, that sucks. I wish, but Prater, to be honest with you guys, he's been pretty good this year.
Money most of the year, but man.
Kickoffs have been on point. He hasn't kicked one out of bounds. Like, I see a lot of kickers, by the way, doing that this year. So give Prater that credit too. He's kicking it like in the field zone or play or whatever the fuck they call it. So
stock down our coverage team. Motherfuckers are giving up 35-yard return every time.
Dude. Special teams and we have a new special teams coach who I like, but gotta fix that, brother. It's not been great
tackles, holding calls on returns. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I agree.
It's not been good. Mathis, I can. If I never see Mathis play another down for us again, I'm okay with that. Or practice squad call up.
Judge Mathis' son.
Yeah. Stock down.
Yeah.
I hate to say this. You're not gonna like it. Jordan Phillips.
You better not, you son of a bitch. Fucking
He
stock
was
down on my.
he was not good yesterday. Outside of one tackle for loss, and he got bullied a few times.
What did you say? You son of a bitch, you.
Gotta call it how it is. Wasn't great.
You better not.
Yeah. So now let's go to the coaches. You want to talk about the coaches?
Sure.
Joe Brady, stock up.
Yeah, I'll be nice to him this weekend. I thought he did what I wanted him to do, which was utilize the players that Josh is more comfortable with in the passing game, and he did just that. Go to your tight ends, go to Kincaid, and go to Shakir as far as your receiver goes. Those are the guys that right now Josh is comfortable with throwing to, and also the targets that Shakir saw. I think he had 8 targets. Getting Kincaid going in the offense for another week, when right now he's playing so much better than he was last year. He seems healthier, and Allen and him are having a good connection. So I like that he stuck with the game plan. It worked, and he kept it going. The only thing I would say that I didn't like in that game, the only negative, is once again not adjusting too well and getting a little bit too predictable with running Cook down the middle there towards the end.
At the end when he's trying to solve
I'm nitpicking there.
Yeah, throw a toss. Throw that toss, zone.
Correct. Yeah. I mean,
they know you're coming up the
middle. Romo
middle.
said it. Yeah, and I hate when Romo's right. I like him, dude. He's great. By the way, I think he's my favorite announcer, he's right a lot. But he when he calls it, and I know he's right, and we do the same. He's like, I don't know, Jim. They probably sound like
Jesus. You sounded like him when you said that too. Give me flashbacks. Go.
You know what they're gonna do here, Jim?
Yeah. Quarterback's legs, Jim. Quarterback's legs.
Oh, we're gonna have a good run here, Jim.
Yeah. How drunk is he before he goes into that booth?
Dude, just don't pull a Mark Sanchez on me, Romo, because I like you as a announcer. Please.
Defensive coordinator McDermott Babich.
Sure, stock up. Absolutely.
Head coach McDermott. I'm gonna say neutral.
I'll say neutral. Yeah, he wasn't terrible.
Wasn't overly fond of how conservative we got at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't overly fond of all the timeout usage. Understand some of it.
And execution after the timeout usage was kind of poor, right? So,
yeah.
But
loved the aggressiveness going for it on 4th down.
True.
You know what I mean, early we failed, and then he stopped doing it.
Right.
If you trust your guys once, trust your guys all the time. So
I'm with you.
Special teams coach, stuck down.
Yeah, which is surprising because he's
really good special teams coach.
Yeah,
this is year 1 of this new one, and I think he just kind of has the leftovers. Like he's still building that crew.
Yeah, kind of like Cromer's first year. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'll give him a benefit of the doubt. I'll let it slide.
Takes up. He was left with Smiley's rejects.
Right.
Like he went and got himself Franklin, and Franklin's been good.
He has been. That's been a decent pickup for special teams. I'll give him that. A veteran going in there and he's usually first down there too. By the way, making hits.
Yeah, I like him.
Dude, Callie, he's smart as shit, Romo. Like honestly, I know he loves this gig and they're paying him a ton of money. I think he would be an excellent offensive coordinator, or even a defensive coordinator. He is super smart.
Doesn't want to spend that many hours.
He just doesn't want to. Yeah, and he enjoys what he does. Gets paid super heavy money, and he has no pressure. There's zero.
And he gets to go around, still watch all the games and talk ball with everybody. Like, he's good.
Zero pressure. Yeah, nobody giving him pressure.
He's spending time with his wife and kids. And
yeah. But dude, he knows the game. He sees the game. Boy, he does see it very well.
Yeah, you know, there's another quarterback like that. His name's Davis Webb, who's now a passing game coordinator, quarterback coach for Denver, who I think is going to be our next offense coordinator.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we thought about that about Brady too, and he's kind of shaky a little bit. We'll see if he gets better, but we'll find. I think Brady would have been excellent as well, but he also has no time for that bullshit. Right? So, yeah,
makes more money with better hours coming in versus being a coordinator. Absolutely, you know, he's got a nice cushy gig.
Right? You think he wants to hear fucking me and Mikey bitching about?
I don't think he gives two shit what me and you were bitching about.
You know what I mean? National media, fucking do all that spiel. You got to talk to everybody if shit went wrong.
And the last one, Brandon Beane, GM. I'm gonna give it a neutral until after tomorrow.
Yeah. And I text you something on that. I guess I'll break the news to everybody here before we get out of here, because we're gonna get out of here in a minute. We're gonna do the real Men of Genius. I think that right. That's that. No. I had texted you about Brandon. I thought I told you about Brandon Beane last night or something about the trade. I told you, and you're like, okay. I said, you'll remember this. I said, if Brandon Beane doesn't make a significant trade,
yeah.
I've defended him. I've backed him since the time he's been here, and
8 years.
8 years. And if he doesn't do anything at the trade deadline tomorrow, meaning significant, not some bullshit trade, I'm gonna get off the Beane hype train or the Beane train. I'll still say though,
the Beane defense team.
Yeah, exactly. I will say this though, even if I do, I'll still acknowledge, that he didn't do terrible here. Like I still will give him his dues, just like I give McDermott some dues there too, because he wasn't a shit coach. But if he pulls that tomorrow and makes no moves, or the moves he makes just doesn't make any sense, I can't defend him anymore. I can't, because here's your opportunity. You know what this team needs. We have some glaring holes here. And if you really believe in this team, and you believe that this team can make a run, and there's a player there that's going to help you make that run, then you damn well should do everything you can in your power to make that happen. If you don't, then I'm just like, dude, if he goes to the podium tomorrow and says, it just wasn't, they wanted, I made a couple calls, but it wasn't really in our plans, or, comes with that bullshit. Like, people wanted too much. And, I've heard that before too, I'm not going to be happy, dude, especially if I see players getting moved that we wanted, right? Let's say Judy goes for I don't know, a 4th or 5th or 6th or something, whatever. Like, I'm going to be very disappointed. You know what I mean? That we couldn't give up. Let's say Olave. Yeah, exactly. Let's say Olave goes for a 2nd and a player, like, we were talking about this yesterday. I'd give up Coleman if they wanted Coleman for Olave and a fucking 2nd round pick. Go ahead. Yeah. What the fuck? But yeah, that's all I got to say. We'll see you tomorrow, man. 4:00.
I will say, on the defense side, I am not getting off the Beane train. I think Beane's actually been a really good GM.
Yes. I'm not denying that. I'm just done with him.
That's fine. You can be done with them. Remember that earlier conversation about how, want to tear it down and rebuild, and Tommy's leaning on that side of the train. If Beane doesn't,
if he doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed. How about that? Like, he'd have to really get me back. He can reel me. Hey, Mikey, he can reel me back though.
Okay. So you're not closing the door on him like you did McDermott.
Yeah, McDermott's way down.
The only way McDermott gets back in Tommy's good graces if he wins
Super Bowl. Yeah, that's it.
And Tommy will never bash him again after it, because you brought me the Super Bowl. I don't care.
Correct. Yeah, I'll just close the door on Beane, but I won't padlock and do all the other locks.
I would not give up 2 first-round picks for almost anybody.
No, they kiss my ass. I like Waddle. I'd probably give up a 1st. I ain't giving up 2 firsts. That if they're asking that, they're out of their fucking mind. I'm not doing that. No offense. I like Waddle. He's worth the first though. I definitely would give him a first round because it's basically a second round pick. So
Tommy didn't read my comment.
what comment? Mikey's in charge of comments. So,
when Tommy doesn't want to do it, I'm in charge of comments. What significant players available, Tommy?
First of all, let me tell you something. There's trades every year where there's players that we don't hear about get traded. So don't give me that. Matter of fact, there's players that already been moved that were significant. There's going to be players that are moved tomorrow that you're going to go, damn, we do it every year. We say, why couldn't we get him? Why didn't we try? Now, I'm not saying he didn't. We don't know. And that's another great point. Sometimes Mikey says, we have no idea if we called for that guy and they wanted, it takes two to tango. So I have to understand that too. But I'm just saying if Bean goes to the podium and is like, you know what I mean? Or, just really wasn't feeling the trade offers or whatever, then I'm not going to be a happy camper.
If it's a receiver, I want the Judy, I want the Olave, I want the Waddle. I want
Correct.
one of those true alpha guys who have done it that can bring us an X that will bring us more than what we have today. I don't want the Shaheeds or any of those.
Nope.
No more 2s and 3s. Give me a 1 or don't give me anything.
Exactly. Yep.
Stop spending the capital and the money on guys who don't fix what we already have. We have guys with speed. You know what I mean? The only thing Shaheed really brings different to this unit that we don't already have is the return game.
Correct. I mean, dude, once again, guys, like I just want an impactful player. I keep telling Mikey, it's not, of course I want a receiver, right? But at the end of the day, whatever trade they do, if it's impactful, I'm all on board with it. You know what I mean? It'll make it count. That's all my point is. Whatever you do, make it count. And I do believe he will, Mikey. I really believe he's going to make it count. I'll tell you, the Asante Samuel thing's interesting. He's cleared to play. Doctors cleared him to play. He's ready to go. Would they entertain signing him, and what would he want? Is he a guy that's just willing to do a 1-year deal to kind of put his name out there and get a bigger contract the following year? Possible. You know what I mean? Very, very possible. That'd be a guy that I would entertain. And then obviously, who knows, man? Teams are calling around to every team right now and just seeing what they would take for whatever player. It may not even be a guy that that has names not even been thrown out there, but there could be a team going, yeah, I'll take a second round. I mean, so you never know.
What do we need more right now? We need defense more, but
Absolutely.
I want offense because I'm sick of, the defense letting us down in the playoffs, and I'd rather just stack up on offense. I'm following with Tommy's cue on this one. Just keep putting stuff on the offense. Let's outscore people.
That's it.
Now,
and if our defense gets continue to play like this, though, at least hold teams around this range that we're doing. The better teams,
17 to 20, 17 to 24,
dude,
we'll win.
Yeah, I'll take it. We win. Right? I'll take it. Exactly. Yeah.
Spence says I would trade 2 firsts for Waddle and Miami's first this year.
Oh, well, they're giving us a backup first, then sure, but they're not doing that. They're. I'll tell you what I would do. I'll tell you what I would do, Spen. If Miami ate a lot of his contract, I might consider that. I might consider giving him 2 firsts. Absolutely. If they ate the majority of his contract.
Would you do 2 firsts? They ate a bunch of his contract for Waddle and Judon.
Yeah. I mean,
they're not giving up their first round pick. They know it's a top 5 pick, and they need a new quarterback.
They're not giving up the first, but I'm talking about us. If they and they already ate most of the contract from what's his name, Phillips today. So
and
it
Ramsey.
seems like they're willing to play ball when it comes to some of these deals. So if they're willing to do that, I think the Bills would be entertained with that. Why not?
Would you do 2 firsts for Waddle and Minka Fitzpatrick?
Absolutely.
Could you imagine Bishop and Fitzpatrick together back there?
Absolutely, I would, dude. You kidding me? That guy's still playing. That guy's still balling. So, yeah, dude. And Waddle's a really good receiver.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Dolphins aren't trading in the division. But,
I don't think they are either. And I don't even know if they're trading Waddle. Like, that would be – I think they'd have to have a very good offer. to move on from him. I think that's one player because he's young. Now I think guys that can go from them is like Fitzpatrick. I'm hearing they're going to probably move on. It's funny that
if we only made the move for Fitzpatrick, would you be happy with it?
No, because I think no, I don't know. Because I'm kind of liking what we have right now with the young guy. It depends what we give up. I'll be honest. That one's not a toss up for me. I don't know.
We give up a third for Fitzpatrick.
Probably. I'd probably be okay with it.
A second for Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I'd probably be all right. They're also talking about Fitzpatrick going to Pittsburgh, back to Pittsburgh. Which would be interesting.
They need help.
And they need help there, which is you never know. And Bradley Chubb, but the problem with him is his contract.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I would even want to touch that. He's not a bad player. I just don't know if it's worth it with his age and his injury history. So. But there's other teams out there. I'm telling you, man. That Henderson's name's getting floated out there too, Mikey.
Yeah,
you know who's
they want a first round for Hendrickson.
The guy for the Raiders, his name's getting floated out there now. I saw it today, Max Crosby. So I don't think he goes, but dude, you never know, man. They're kind of doing things over there differently.
That's a long-term play too for Max.
It is, but he's he's a game changer, bro. He's
a game wrecker. That's what you want.
Yeah. So I mean, and McDermott loves his defense. So I mean, would he convince Bean to pull the trigger on something like that? It's possible. I mean, they did it for Vaughn as far as paying Vaughn, so it's possible.
Can you imagine Groot, Bosa, and him all on the same field together?
Dude.
Crosby.
Dude,
you thought it was good with Hoyt? You slide any one of those three inside.
Oh, dude, it would be it'd be a nightmare for offenses, a fucking absolute nightmare.
In order to do that, you'd probably have to send back Samuel and Epinesa.
That's fine. That's and maybe not Epinesa. You could probably get away with Samuel and maybe
not for
one of our younger guys.
Not for
one of our younger guys.
We don't have money. We don't have money.
True. Oh,
you
you're
have to
right.
do it from a money standpoint.
Yeah, you're right. So Samuel would have to clear
up.
up.
You would have to fit. That's why you have to send both Epinesa and Samuel.
You're right.
$14 million.
And Epinesa might be wanted now. He's playing a little bit better this season. Yeah, for an impactful player like that, even though I like Epinesa, he's a rotational guy. So
we wouldn't have to clear up $31 million to get him because the only thing we would be taking on it would be his base. He doesn't have a $31 million base. Mm-hmm. So we'd have to go look at what his base is to figure out how much we'd have to truly clear up. Matter of fact, I could probably do that real quick.
Let Mikey do that. Why not spend?
I mean, why not, right?
Right, why?
Max Crosby.
We're in a good mood tonight.
What is his base here? Oh shit, his base is 32. They could turn that into his base was 32. Holy shit. Yeah, but they could turn that into they can restructure that and make that a signing bonus. They could eat a bunch of it. I imagine they did the same thing with Jalen Phillips in the trade. But yeah, his base is 32. Damn.
Getting paid. Well,
all his money's basically base.
Yeah. They gave him that contract, man. They paid him. So interesting to see what they do. I still think it's possible. Anything's possible, guys.
Yeah.
I get that it's not going to be easy to land one of those guys. But it's possible. I don't want to hear that it's not. It's definitely possible.
There's always ways to do it, but I'm really fond of pushing out some of these guys I would like to get rid of.
Yeah.
Fall off.
The only thing, Miami. The only thing, it's very rare that there's in division trades. Like it's just super rare.
I mean, let's be honest. Cleveland got raked over the coals for making the deal with Cincinnati.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the PR was not great on that interdivision trade.
No. It just doesn't happen a lot. And I don't know if Miami wants to make us better. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, just make us more of a powerhouse by giving us their best receiver. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd rather give us Hill if he was healthy.
Base salary. Bradley Chubb's base salary 1.2.
It's not terrible. But he's also just one of those guys that Boy, he's risky. His age and injuries.
But he has
history.
no guarantees after this year.
Okay, so that's an interesting play. I mean, once again, though, would they be willing to do an in division trade?
A 1.2, like that could
it's
be
not
fit.
terrible either. But I don't know if that's the guy that they're. We'll see. I'm telling you, man. Tomorrow's gonna be so interesting to see what plays out, who goes where.
Yeah,
Because there's moves are gonna be made. Trust me. There's gonna be. You're gonna see him tomorrow. And I'm hoping, like I said, I hope Buffalo Bills are one of them.
green light. I'm not sure that's the case because we only, instead of getting all 4 million of it that we could have, we only took 1.75 of it. So it could have just been operating costs.
Could have been. We don't know. We have no
Or
idea.
that 1.75 could have been to grab someone like Chubb or like Judy, who has the league minimum base salary to bring in because that's what we have to take on
to make it work without having to do anything else. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
For us, Callies, it's 1 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Pacific.
There you go. And if something does happen, guys, and I'm not napping because I got work tomorrow, I'll definitely come on here and break the news.
And says you being lazy.
I got work. I got 12 hours.
It doesn't matter if I'm working or not. Spence says if I'm not here and I'm not doing something, I'm lazy. This is how it works.
All right, guys. We're gonna play the Real Men of Genius. We're getting out of here. Anything else, Mikey? Before he plays videos, I got some new ones. Mikey.
Nice.
Got some new ones. You know, I'm always trying to bring up the new ones, but I am running out. This is like, I think I only got a couple more after this, and we're gonna have to be doing replays. So
exactly,
all right.
Mickey gets it.
So here we go, Mikey. Real Men of Genius, brand new. Here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we
Mikey
salute
version.
you, Mr. Hawaiian shirt pattern designer.
Mr. Hawaiian shirt pattern designer.
You provide us with colorful loungewear capable of hiding any stain we can dish out.
Getting sloppy.
Who else could create flowered shirts that are still so unmistakably masculine? A single shirt that matches every pair of pants we own and really sets off a white belt.
Looking good now.
Sure, women say they hate them, but inside, they're all swooning for the big kahuna.
Ooh, kahuna.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Hawaiian shirt pattern designer. Your shirts may not be made in Hawaii, but Taiwan is an island too.
Mr. Hawaiian shirt designer.
Bud Light beer.
Oh, it's fucked
St. Louis,
up.
Missouri.
Yeah. All right, last
and
one.
the best part about that is Tom Selleck was the picture.
I know.
On the big
yeah.
kahuna.
Right. Yeah. The ultimate guy wearing that.
The big,
All right. Let's get to the next one. Let's see here.
at least it's not China.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Hey, it's for me right here.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Elastic Waistband Inventor.
It's the best.
Elastic waistband inventor.
Only you could engineer a pair of pants that reads our DNA and knows to expand at the precise moment we expand.
Love my magic pants.
Anyone can make pants that unbutton to make more room, but it takes real guts to make pants that fit 80 different sizes of guts.
That's a lot of guts.
Without you, we'd be forced to stop eating when we're full, or worse, buy a bigger pair of pants.
Never.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, oh wizard of the waistband, because nothing puts a smile on our face like knowing you had a hand in our pants.
Mr. Elastic waistband inventor.
Bud Light.
Dude, that's
St. Louis, Missouri.
great. That's funny one, dude. That is so great, bro.
You know,
I wear those. I love them, man.
you love sweatpants?
Dude, I wear them all the time. I do not have a pair of jeans, bro. I wear Nike and Adidas pants. I just stretch out. They're sweatpants. I fucking love them. Dude, I wear pajama pants every episode.
I love athletic gear. It's like my favorite.
Oh, dude, it's so comfortable, bro.
But I wear dress pants to work and all the fun
dude,
garbage,
I couldn't
so.
do it.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Man, I'm feeling in a good mood. I'm gonna play one more and we're out of here.
Huh?
I'm in a good mood. Here we go. One more for you guys. Cali Blitz, this one. Here we go.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Putt Putt Golf Course Designer.
Mr. Putt Putt Golf Course Designer.
Through the magic of AstroTurf and animatronics, you've taken the time-honored game of golf and made it fun again.
Keep on stroking.
They said a 3-foot putt wasn't a challenge, so you added windmills.
Giant windmills.
While lesser men wasted time with fairways and sand traps, you had visions of fiberglass volcanoes and giant clown heads.
Clowns freak me out now.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, Mr. Putt Putt Golf Course Designer, because you and I know that a round of golf should always include Indian teepees.
Mr. Putt Putt Golf Course Design.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, my God.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah. Anyways, let me
Let's hit that train horn. Let's get out of here.
Yep. Here we go. Thank you so much, Sophia.
Thank you very much.
All right, y'all. Hey, it was a fun episode. Monday Night Uncensored. Had a blast with you guys. Thank you so much, Cali Blitz, Sophia, Spin,
Renaissance
Scott
Man,
Blakely.
Nomad
Yeah.
Chad.
Yes.
Oh, Scott did show up.
He did late. He says he's gonna watch the replay. Scott, I mentioned you by the way early on.
Walter.
Yeah,
You know, Cat in the Hat.
everybody. Yes,
You know,
yes. You guys rock, man.
so
We appreciate you guys
They
coming
always
on late with
announced.
us too. All y'all, man, and anyone that's
Oh,
new
did
to the
we
channel.
mention Spin? We shouldn't have
Spin,
mentioned
we
Spin.
did. Spin's a man.
Jeff
Spin's
started
a
us
man.
off. Got in there early.
Yeah, he did. You're right. He did. So yeah, man, guys, if you're new to the channel, once again, if you're just watching this, obviously subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Danny?
It'll tell you when we're live. But I'll tell you, we will be live again on Friday at 9 p.m. Also tomorrow will be a Mafia Talk with Jay and Big Cuss. So go ahead and support them. And that's it, man. Bills Mafia, we love you.
Enjoy the rest of your
always, go
Victory
Bills.
Monday and go Bills.
Absolutely. Go Bills. Peace.
Just let your soul go. Just let it shine.